The Trojans to our left, the Trojans to our right, finishing up their warm-ups as the crowd files in here on a Thursday night, and we really begin the holiday sort of, they call it Feast Week in college basketball, but it's certainly Feast Week for USC fans, as the men's basketball team will play tonight, and then on Saturday we will have USC versus Oregon, one of the biggest football games for the Trojans in some time. That'll be a 12:30 kick on Saturday against Oregon up in Eugene. We will go on with the Trojan Tailgate Show at 10:30 a.m. Me, Sean Cody, Sua Cravens, and Cody Kessler with Keely Yore as well. So that'll be on Saturday, and then I'll take off for Maui, and we'll have the games Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then we'll come on back for Thanksgiving, and then USC will take on UCLA in the Crosstown Showdown at the Coliseum to close out the regular season a week from Saturday. So that's what the next 10 days look like. Let's start it now with a hoops contest. That horn signals the end of our pregame show. It's time to get to hooping inside Galen. USC versus Troy coming up with the USC Trojans Basketball Network.
You've been listening to the Athletic Brewing Company Trojan Basketball Pregame Show. USC Basketball is brought to you by Pechanga Resort Casino, proud partner of USC Basketball. By Invesco QQQ. Invesco QQQ is the official ETF partner of the USC Trojans. By Ontario Airport, proud sponsor of our USC Trojans. And by Athletic Brewing Company. No matter what you're looking for in a non-alcoholic beer, there's only one name that has it all. Athletic Brewing Company. We are just minutes away from tip-off. Stay tuned for exciting hoops action on the ESPN LA USC Trojan Media Network, presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
It's time to recharge, reconnect, and rediscover your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino. And with your resort favorites back in action, there's all of the excitement and comfort you love, with the peace of mind you can depend on. So whenever you're ready for a little rest, a little relaxation, and a lot of fun, we'll be here. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino today.
Are you crypto curious? Did you know you could invest in cryptocurrency without paying taxes? At iTrust Capital, you could buy and sell crypto like Bitcoin 24/7 inside a tax-advantaged IRA. iTrust Capital is easy to use and has no sign-up fees. Plus, Trojan fans get a $100 funding bonus. Just use the promo code TROJANS when you sign up. Start planning for your future with a crypto IRA. Get in the game and go to iTrustCapital.com. Don't forget to use the promo code TROJANS to get your $100 bonus. Start investing today at iTrust Capital, the official cryptocurrency platform of the USC Trojans. Tax and conditions may apply. Fees apply. Cryptocurrencies are a speculative investment. The heartbeat of the Cardinal and Gold is here. This is USC Trojan basketball.
Here come the Trojans again. Matt Noling has been their best shot blocker in this game. Transition three by Williams is down. Defense into offense, and T-Will pays it off. USC by its largest lead, 68-52.
Brought to you by Pechanga Resort Casino, proud partner of USC basketball. By Invesco QQQ. Invesco QQQ is the official ETF partner of the USC Trojans. By Stone Brewing, proud partner of USC Athletics. And by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. This is an exclusive presentation by USC Sports Properties and Playfly Sports. It's time for USC basketball. We now go courtside to the voice of Trojan basketball. Here's Jordan Moore.
It's tip time inside the Galen Center. USC versus Troy, a battle of Trojans. USC comes in at 3-0 overall. The Troy Trojans at 4-2. Before we get to the starting lineups, let's allow stations to identify themselves here on the USC Trojans Basketball Network.
This is USC basketball on your home of the Trojans. 710 ESPN, KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station, and on the all-new ESPN LA app.
Your starting lineup is presented by Pechanga Resort Casino, a proud partner of USC basketball. Eric Musselman, who celebrated his birthday yesterday, has made a change to his starting lineup. Amarion Dickerson will start for the first time in a USC uniform. The 6'7" senior from Cleveland, has been coming off the bench, but they want his defense and energy right from the start. He's coming off a season-high 9 points and 6 rebounds against Illinois State the last time out. Rodney Rice is coming off a triple-double. He'll start at point guard. Rice, 18.7 points per game, tied with Chad Baker-Mazara for the team lead. Baker-Mazara is the other starting perimeter player, 6'7", grad transfer from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Ezra Asar will start at the 4 spot, 6'9", 255. Got into some foul trouble against Illinois State, but he still had a strong second half, which is what he's been doing. He has 51 points in 57 minutes this season and is shooting 17 of 23 from the field. And then Jacob Kofi is your man in the middle, 6'10", sophomore from Seattle. Jacob Kofi is the 4th leading scorer on this team and already has 2 double-doubles. The head coach for Troy is Scott Cross, and he's done a heck of a job there. 4 straight 20-win seasons. And a pair of brothers in the backcourt, not twins. The younger brother is the point guard. His name is Cooper Campbell. They're both redheads. 6'2", 185-pound sophomore from Puyallup, Washington. And he averages 15.8 points per game, does Cooper Campbell, and 4.5 assists. He shoots at 44% from 3. Kobe Campbell is his brother at 10.7 points per game and 46% from 3. Their dad is also on the staff. He is an assistant coach. Victor Valdez, 6'7", junior from Monterrey, Mexico. 16 points per game, 3.5 boards, 3.8 assists, shoots it well from 3. He's an interesting player, and he will start at one of the forward spots. Then Thomas Dowds, their best player, 6'8", 225, a junior from Dothan, Alabama. Averages a double-double, 16 points and 11 boards, and he shoots it well from 3, 42%. He's coming off a career best game, 25 points and 19 rebounds against San Diego State. That 19 rebounds was one shy of the program's Division I rebounding record. And then their center is Theo Sang, 6'9", grad from Davis, California, averages 11.7 points per game. Tonight's game is presented by Helium Mobile. The biggest ever Black Friday sale is on now. Your referees for this contest are Vern Harris, Larry Scarato, and Daryl Jelinas. This copyrighted broadcast is the property of USC Sports Properties, a division of Playfly Sports. Any rebroadcast, reproduction in part or in whole without the express written consent of USC Sports Properties is strictly prohibited. Trojans have broken their huddle to my left. USC rocking the sunset gold uniforms. And Troy is in black tonight with Troy written in white across the chest. The sunset gold uniforms don't actually say USC on them. They just have the Trojan head on the chest in cardinal. It'll be Jacob Kofi and Theo Sang to jump center whenever we get started. The fans that are in here are on their feet, ready for battle. Kofi and Sang ready to jump. The ball is up and USC loses the tip for the first time this season. Sang out jumps Kofi, and it will be Troy with the basketball first, and Cooper Campbell, the point guard, gives up his dribble, now gives up the ball. His brother's got it, Kobe Campbell. Now back to Cooper Campbell. His drive inside, he loses it, out of bounds. Turnover forced by the Trojans, and a good start for USC at the defensive end. And Rodney Rice is saying, somebody take the ball out of bounds, and Ezra Asar will run back. So Asar and Kofi didn't know exactly who was supposed to do that. Troy looks like they're going to pick up full court. Vern Harris is already telling the USC bench it needs to sit down. And now the ball's into Rodney Rice. Safe pair of hands. He's been through 3 games. He'll bring it up, get some light pressure, and cross the timeline. Kofi will pop out to come get it, give it right back to Rodney at the top of the key. Troy looks like it's showing a little bit of a zone. They're passing players off. Rice is going to cross up his man. Step back, mid-range fadeaway is no good. Kofi attacks the offensive glass, can't hold on to it, and the ball is saved by Campbell, and Troy comes away with it. So neither team scores on its first possession. And here is Cooper Campbell at the other end. Giving it up to Valdez. Dickerson has that matchup. Trojans in man-to-man. Valdez runs right into Dickerson and draws a foul, and Valdez wants that to be a shooting foul, but Vern Harris says that foul is on the floor. Valdez with some nice feathered blonde hair. Great coif. He's from Monterrey, Mexico. Don't see a lot of hoopers come out of Mexico, but he's played for the national team, the FIBA Mexico national team. He's played in World Cup qualifier for Mexico. Campbell to trigger in to Sang, and they move it on to Valdez. He'll hand off to Campbell, and now they go to the corner, and there's Dowd for three, and that one's no good long, but he gets his own rebound. Oh, now he loses it, and it's tapped out by Dowd. No, they're going to say tapped out by USC, and it will stay with Troy. I thought Dowd punched that out right in front of us, but maybe my eyes deceived me because nobody for USC is arguing. Chad Baker-Mazara slapped the scorer's table right in front of me out of frustration for not picking up that loose ball. And we're already doing the gotta tuck your shirt routine in. And Amarion Dickerson kicks the inbounds pass. And we'll redo it. Amarion Dickerson doing jumping jacks in front of Valdez, the inbounder. And Valdez to inbound again. Now they get it into Campbell. And he'll give it up to Dowd. On to Sang. Asar all over him. Campbell pops out. Left-handed shooter from the top of the key. No good for three. Rebound. Baker-Mazara taps to himself. And a long hit ahead pass to Azar. Asar makes a tough catch. Then goes up with it and can't finish. And it will be Kobe Campbell, after missing the three, getting the defensive rebound. Neither team has scratched yet. Good ball movement here by Troy, and a three by Cooper Campbell goes down, and it's the Troy Trojans that take the early lead. They're up 3-0. We played a minute and 40 seconds. So Kobe Campbell missed the three. His brother Cooper knocks one down. And it's Troy off the mark first. Rice gives the ball to Asar, back to Rice. Rice circles to the right, lob to Asar at the front of the rim. The Trojans' first two might be their easiest two of the night. An uncontested dunk for Ezra Asar, and USC's on the board. Nicely executed play there by the Trojans. First assist for Rice. He had 10 of them last time out. Here's an offensive foul being drawn by Amarion Dickerson as Valdez dropped a shoulder into him, and Amarion rocketed back. And Valdez, who drew a foul early, now gets called for one. Quick sub here for Troy as they will go to Gerald Bellamy, 6'9" senior from Phoenix City, Alabama, off the bench. They don't get a lot of productivity from their bench. All five starters average in double figures, though. Trojans going to Asar in the post. He's double-teamed quickly. Fires a tough pass. It goes all the way across to Baker-Mazara. Behind the back pass saved to Dickerson. He slings one to the scorer's table, and Eric Musselman is not happy there with the loose ball handling by the Trojans. Asar, Baker-Mazara, Dickerson all a little bit loose there with it, and the Trojans turn it over. Cooper Campbell picks up his dribble here, and the Trojans playing the passing lanes. He does get it to Valdez in the end. Valdez picked up by Asar in a switch, goes to the corner to Kobe Campbell. He drives on Baker-Mazara. Tough cross-court pass to Cooper Campbell, who catches in the air and then fires the ball off Rodney Rice's ankles so that they don't turn it over, and Troy will keep it in the corner. 12 on the shot clock, 17:06 on the first half game clock. A slow offensive start and another turnover. Yes, Baker-Mazara picks it up, fires it ahead to Dickerson. He almost loses it and then ultimately does. He turns it over and throws it to Kobe Campbell. Back-to-back turnovers by Dickerson, and here comes Kobe Campbell the other way. Sloppy ball handling by the Trojans after they turned it over just 4 times on Friday against Illinois State. Here's Dowd in the lane, pivoting a couple times, and then Dickerson blocks the shot, but they call him for a foul. He had Dowd absolutely in a straitjacket, but Dickerson is going to pick up the foul, and that'll be his second. So Dickerson moves into the starting lineup, and he has not acquitted himself well here in 3 minutes and 16 seconds with 2 turnovers and 2 fouls. And Terrence Williams II, who started the first 3 games, is going to come off the bench. So T-Will is in, and Dickerson is out, first sub for USC. Free throw was good by Dowd. He'll shoot a second one. And that one is no good. Baker Mazzara high for the rebound. And Chattel outlet to Rodney Rice. 4-2, Troy leads. And Rice will go to Kofi at the high post. He'll turn around, think about a jump shot, and then kick it out to Baker Mazzara. Chad with the live dribble into a double team, tries to slice through it and turns the ball over. Dowd will pick it up. And USC with 3 turnovers already. And like I said, just 4 in the whole game last time out. Here's Valdez, Asar all over him. Valdez drives into him and then into a double team of Kofi. Jacob reaches and gets called for a foul, and the Trojans are hacking early on in this game. 3 fouls in less than 4 minutes. Cooper Campbell will trigger in from the baseline, and he's going to have to call a timeout, as Cooper Campbell couldn't get the ball in bounds. That'll be our first timeout. Sloppy start here for USC. The Trojans have just 2 points and 3 turnovers in almost 4 minutes of action. But we're just getting started from Galen. Troy 4, USC 2. 16:07 left in the first half of the USC Trojans Basketball Network.
Love staying ahead of the game with the latest tech? Meet Helium Mobile, the first phone carrier powered by the people. Experience coverage from the nation's largest 5G network and a network built by people like you. For just $20 a month, get unlimited talk, text, and data. Plus, earn crypto for contributing to the network, which you can use to pay your phone plan. Whether you're a USC Trojans fan, student, employee, or just trying to save a buck on your phone bill, Helium Mobile is for you. Make the switch today at hellohelium.com. Fight on.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of USC Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
When Mason and Ireland start breaking down the boss with MT, you know things could get off track.
Bruce Springsteen is not like a classic sounding singer,
Right.
but as a lyricist, he's on maybe the greatest ever.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, the Nebraska album.
In
Right,
rock
bass?
band,
Yeah.
right?
He sound like he's constipated when he sings.
Well, he's got a certain growl to him.
Music, sports, and everything in between. Mason and Ireland, weekdays at noon on ESPN LA.
You're listening to USC Trojans Basketball, presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Once again, let's pass it back to the voice of Trojans Basketball, Jordan Moore.
No matter what you're looking for in a non-alcoholic beer, there's only one name that has it all: Athletic Brewing Company. And ocean views, magical sunsets, a luxury resort like no other. Discover Terranea. Located along the stunning Palos Verdes Peninsula in Southern California. Book your getaway to Terranea now at Terranea.com. 16:07 left in the first half. Troy has the early lead, 4-2 over USC. Troy had a 12-point lead in the first half against San Diego State on Tuesday. So this is a big-time team. Troy made the NCAA tournament last year. They lost to Kentucky in the first round, but they won the Sun Belt Championship, both the regular season and tournament titles. They're picked to finish 4th in the Sun Belt this season because they did lose a lot from last year, but they clearly have a prolific squad with 5 different players averaging in double figures. After calling the timeout, Campbell still having a tough time getting it in, and it's a 5 count. So the Trojans back-to-back inbounds. First time they forced a timeout, second time they forced a turnover. So great job by the Trojans denying the basketball and getting the stop. Now let's see if USC can get its offense warmed up a little bit. Rodney Rice will give it to Baker Mazzara. He gives it to Kofi. Troy staying in this zone. Out to Rodney Rice. He's going to line up a 3. That's no good. And the ball tapped out by Asar. Williams picks it up, and he draws a foul, a late whistle, but a correct one, as he was banged on the putback shot. And Terrence Williams will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. So some opportunities here for USC to offensive rebound against this zone. But so far, they're having a tough time getting inside of it, just the one Ezra Assar dunk. T. Will shoot the free throws. And the first free throw by T. Will is no good. Terrence on the season was 5 of 6, so now 5 of 7. Assar will sit down, and here comes Gabe Dines. He played 32 minutes against Illinois State and was absolutely fantastic. And the second free throw by T. Will is, this one is good. So he's on the board, and the Trojans and their scoring drought at 2 minutes and 20 seconds. But it's still Troy in the lead, 4-3, 15:40 left in the first half. Sang back out there for Troy. He gives it up to Kobe Campbell, gives it to his brother Cooper. Cooper trying to drive on Baker Mazzara. Can't do it. No, now he can. He gets the left hand, stopped in the lane. I thought he traveled. Instead, he's going to turn around, pivot, and throw it to T. Will. Steal by the Trojans. Rodney Rice the other way. Troy's back defensively. Rice weaving through traffic, though, gets to his left hand and flips it up and in. Nice finish by Rodney Rice in the drive, and USC's in front for the first time tonight. 15:05 left in the first half. Here's Cooper Campbell. He's got Gabe Dines on a switch. He's going to try to drive Dines, get to the right-hand floater, and he does. Kisses it off glass for 2. So Cooper Campbell with the bucket. He has 5 points in the game, 5 of the 6 for Troy, and they lead at 6-5. 3-man weave action for USC, and Rice will take a step-back 3 from the right wing. That's no good. High for the rebound is Dowd. He's an excellent rebounder. Quick outlet to Kobe Campbell, and the Trojans one and done. Kobe Campbell, left-handed brother. The other brother, Cooper, is right-handed. They drive on Dines. This time missed the layup, and high for the rebound is Jacob Kofi. So they're attacking Dines early on with some smaller players. They got a make and then a miss. Kofi picks up his dribble here, looking for help, and finally lobs it to Rodney Rice. Troy matching up here man-to-man. Rice will try to drive on Campbell, but then picks up his dribble and kicks out to Kofi. 7 on the shot clock. Kofi trying to back down Valdez. Behind the hoop, he fires it out to Rice. Rice has to get one up at the shot clock buzzer, and it's off backboard, hits rim, no good. And Dowd clears another rebound. Trojans not finding easy shots offensively. Valdez the other way gets the easy one as he spins past Baker Mazzara, and Victor Valdez has 2 when Troy leads at 8-5. 13:40 left in the first half. Baker Mazzara looking to take control of things. He drives inside, goes all the way, tries to dunk it, gets fouled, and goes down hard. So Chad Baker Mazzara, I think just a little bit frustrated with what he's seeing from USC's offense, decided to call his own number there, and he'll get to the free throw line, where he is one of the best free throw shooters in the country. So Baker Mazzara, who has not taken a shot yet, will go to the line and shoot 2. Does have a couple rebounds. And the first free throw is good. Jordan Marsh will check in for USC. So they'll go to the backup point guard, Marsh. Rice is off to a 1 of 5 start from the field, and then a quick stint on the court for Dines as they go back to Ezra Assar. Austin Cross, the coach's kid, will check in for Troy. He's a 6'3" redshirt freshman from Mansfield, Texas. Head coach's son. Baker Mazzara makes both free throws. USC back within 1. It's 8-7 Troy, 13.5 to play in the first half. Cooper Campbell picks up his dribble, and Assar all over Sang, who will give it to Dowd. Dowd has a lane to drive here, attacks on Kofi, double pumps, misses the shot, and the ball tapped out of bounds by Assar, and it will be a team offensive rebound for Troy. Second offensive rebound for the Troy Trojans. So Cooper Campbell will throw in from the baseline, which has been a problem for him so far in this game. Let's see if the Trojans can deny again. This time they're getting a contested pass and move it on to Carrington Keel, who has checked into the game, a 6'6" sophomore from Birmingham, Alabama. And Ezra Assar deflects the ball out of bounds. It will stay with Troy. 12 on the shot clock. They'll have it in the corner, and it'll be the job of Carrington Keel to throw it in. Terrence Williams on him. Ooh, wide open under the hoop is the cutter cross, but instead they tried to go to Sang, and Asar jumped that and knocked it out of bounds right in front of us. So the Trojans doing a great job denying everything, particularly on these inbounds. And so they're going to go all the way in the backcourt with this one. And 8 on the shot clock. Marsh has to stay in front of Campbell. He's going to take a step back mid-range 2, and it's an air ball. Asar will pick it up off the deck, and Ezra's going to bring it up himself. And now Jordan Marsh comes back to help him, but Ezra, he's got this. He's still got a live dribble, and he's going to drive inside himself. Almost loses it, gets it back, spin move, misses the shot at the front of the rim, and it's a rebound inside by Cooper Campbell. So a little bit of one-on-one basketball the Trojans trying now. And it's not working much better at the offensive end either. Asar with a wall up there gets called for a foul. And Ezra will send Theo Sang to the line for 2. Thought Ezra went straight up there. I think he took a shot to the gut when he did. So Sang will shoot 2. This is where Sang wants to be. He has 2 games already this season with 10 or more free throws as he misses front rim on that one. And those 2 games where he's been prolific at the line, he's been efficient as well, 10 of 12 and 9 of 11. He had a career-high 24 points in Troy's season-opening win over Kent State. That was in overtime, so they've won 2 overtime games already. Sang makes the second, and it's 9-7 Troy. USC's issues right now are at the offensive end. 7 points in almost 8 minutes. Trojans have turned it over 3 times. They have just 1 assist. They're shooting 2 of 8 from the field. This zone has given them fits. Here's Jordan Marsh trying to drive inside. It gets the lefty floater, can't get the roll, and the rebound is an offensive rebound for the Trojans as it was knocked out of bounds by Troy. It'll stay with USC. Ezra Asar is going to come out. Rodney Rice will come in, so USC will go small right now. Kofi at the 5. Troy is challenging, so I think it's the first challenge we've seen so far this season. And it's an early one. So they're challenging the out of bounds. They think that USC knocked it out. It happened right in front of their bench.
Now to tackle those projects with quality Richards paint from John Lee Paint Company. Superior Richards paint and stain products will protect your property from the elements and extend the life of your painting project. John Lee Paint also carries a full line of commercial grade pressure washers to help clean your property or equipment before painting. Serving Central Alabama since 1974. John Lee Paint Company on Coliseum Boulevard.
Now open in Millbrook on Highway 14 across from 17 Springs.
Independent Glass has been your one-stop shop for all things glass since 1978. They offer a full range of architectural products, and they're armed with the knowledge and expertise to get even the most demanding job done, big or small. Attention to detail, 24-hour replacement services, and their uncompromising commitment to excellence is why Montgomery's first choice for all things glass is Independent Glass. Call them today at 263-2823 and learn more about what they can do for you at independentglassco.com.
9-7, Troy leads over USC. As we're still under review right now, Coach Scott Cross challenged the play, where after a missed shot from Jordan Marsh, it was sent out of bounds. And the ruling on the court is that it was last touched by Troy, as we wait to see what they determine on this review. Our officials tonight, Vern Harris, Larry Scarrato, and Daryl Galinas, And I mentioned the slow start, 9-7 Troy right now, just under 8 minutes into this one. No field goals for USC over the last 3:02. They've gone 0 for their last 4. And Troy hasn't really been as successful either. They're shooting 3 for 8 from the floor right now. But they've lost control of the ball plenty of times. 5 turnovers here in the first 8 minutes for Troy and 3 for USC. Mentioned before, Troy looking for a win over a Power 4 opponent. The last time Troy did it was against Florida State in 2022. They got it done 79-72. That was with Coach Scott Cross, his first and only Power 4 victory for the Trojans in his tenure. Looking for another one here tonight against the Big Ten foe in USC. USC breaking their huddle, and officials now breaking theirs. They give an explanation to Coach Musselman, who doesn't seem pleased. We're waiting to hear. And there it is. So they give it back to Troy now. They say it was last touched by USC. And Troy takes possession after forcing the miss from Jordan Marsh. Big call there as Troy still holds that 2-point lead. Now they can try to extend it. Somebody's got to get hot at some point here. Coach Cross gets his challenge back after trying to use it there. Cross inbounds, facing some full court pressure here. Colbert with it now as he brings it past the midcourt line. Sang up top here as they direct traffic. Dowd will get the pass. He's now facing some trouble. Picked up his dribble. He'll pass to Keel now, who tries to drive in. 6 seconds on the shot clock as the pass to Dowd goes awry on the floor. USC picks it up, and on the fast break, they turn it over. Rodney Rice had a bounce pass there that went out of bounds. It was Kofi that was trying to go up for it on what would have been an easy lay if he had just tossed it to him, but instead went with the bounce pass. So it's a wash there. Turnovers from both teams in that moment. Colbert with it again for Troy. 11:30 to go in the first half. He's being trapped, but he escapes it over to Dowd. Dowd back to Colbert. Colbert pulls a three, and it's off the front of the rim and goes out of bounds. Carrington Keel tried to chase it down, but wasn't able to get there in time, and USC retakes possession. Scoring drought for USC and Troy right now. No field goals for the Trojans in the last 2:30. No points for USC in the last 2:16. USC with it. Rodney Rice will pass to Marsh. Now back to Rice, who pulls a three, and he'll cash it in to end that scoring drought of just over 2:30. And USC takes the lead, 10-9. USC over Troy with 10:45 to go. Victor Valdez with the ball. Tried to drive inside, now finding Thomas Dowd, who can't get it on his run across the baseline, but Theo Sang is happy to get it and put it back in. 11-10, Troy now with the lead again. Marsh with it for USC, passing over by the free throw line, and a nice shot there from Rodney Rice on the jumper. 2 points for USC and a 1-point lead now as well. Valdez with it, with Troy trailing by one. He'll drive inside, have to take one step away from the basket and can't get his shot to go. Now Austin Cross with it in the corner. Javen Colbert over to Dowd to Valdez again. Valdez up top, trying to drive inside from the right this time, and he gets fouled on his way up. Couldn't get it to go from the left, so he goes to the right side, and this time draws a foul. Valdez will shoot two for Troy. Troy making some substitutions. I'll update you on that in just a moment. Valdez shooting two. 77% from the line this year as it bounces off the back of the iron and takes a bounce in favor of Troy. Goodness, went a couple feet over the basket and then just eventually found its way in. That ties it back up at 12 each. Now trying to take the lead with this free throw. Valdez nails it, and it's 13-12 Troy with 9:55 to go in the first half. Brownell with it, passes to Marsh, who backs out of the lane. He'll go back to the top of the key. Now he'll pass to Rice, who finds Baker Mazzara. He'll pull a three, and that will go. Big time three from Chad Baker Mazzara there. He was well covered by Theo Sang and still got it to go. USC leads 15-13. Valdez almost loses his dribble and regains it. Pulls a three, it won't go. And nice job by Corbin Green, who races in. He's able to pick it up, but then a pass to Sang and a drive that won't go on the layup. Now Baker Mazzara trying to go coast to coast and can't. Loses possession. USC takes it back. And then a missed three from Rodney Rice. It goes out of bounds after the miss. Boy, that was a string of events there. Corbin Green raced in and gave Troy a shot. Then USC quickly came down the court and had 2 shot attempts there when they had numbers and couldn't get it. But they do retain possession. It went out of bounds off Troy. Jerry Easter the second entering here for the first
Jordan
time.
Marsh loses the rebound coming in, and it's another offensive board for Troy. Sang will drive, and he'll miss the layup. Here comes Baker Mazzara, hops over his teammate. He's in transition, has it poked away, saves it out to Rice. Rice for 3, that's no good. Long rebound to Baker Mazzara, knocked away from him. It'll stay with USC on the baseline. So the loose ball handling continues. Well, the Trojans have now made a couple threes, and Eric Musselman's going to turn to Jerry Easter as Jordan Marsh will
Shooting
sit down.
from Valdez. Great job on the glass for this Troy team. 16-15, Troy leads it with 8:30 to go in the first half. Baker Mazzara with it, trying to drive in, but he draws a foul on the floor. And it's called against Corbin Green. First foul against Corbin Green. Assaw will exit for USC. Inbounding here is Easter. He gets it to Rodney Rice. Rice finds Assar. And Assar is going to draw a foul. Boy, they thought it was going to be a travel there. He drove in, and Corbin Green got called for another foul. Again, on the floor, too. So not shooting any free throws here. But 2 fouls now for Green. He gets it in to Rice, who finds Baker.
That's what we talked about. Jaden coming in to play the 5-man is the only big out there. You have to rebound. And Eric Musselman not happy that he wasn't able to on that possession. USC will have it on the side. Ball into Rodney Rice. Rodney's taken a lot of shots so far. 9 of them. He's 3 of 9. Easter goes inside to Assar. He can attack to the right hand, and he gets pushed. And that'll be the 5th team foul on Troy. So Ezra quite good at drawing fouls. That is his great strength. He is 2nd nationally in fouls drawn per 40 minutes per Ken Pom. Ball into Rice, now Baker Mazzara. Chad being pressured here, trying to shake off his defender, Keel. Keel, an excellent defender. Chad's going to fake the step back 3. Now he'll force one up. It's no good. Offensive rebound, Jerry Easter. Turnaround pass to Terrence Williams. T-Will will drive, and he'll lose it going up. And Kobe Campbell will pick up the loose ball, and Baker Mazzara will foul him out of frustration in the backcourt. And that'll be the 1st on Chad and the 5th on USC. So the Trojans have taken a couple leads here, but they're not separating, and right now they're trailing as they continue with their shooting struggles, just 31% from the field. Troy 16, USC 15, 7:56 left in the first half of the USC Trojans Basketball Network.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show, where the takes are hot, but apparently not as hot as the pyro.
I got to say one thing about pyrotechnics at a game. So we're walking around the Coliseum, and the fireworks start going off this before the game. Am I the most paranoid guy in town all of a sudden? I start to hear these pyrotechnics go off, but I don't see them because I'm not in the bowl, and I go down. I think something's going on.
No, he
outside
did. He got jumping.
You thought it was a gunshot?
Right,
You
just
lay on the ground and cover your head?
Dude, I was like, I had to jump on Chris and cover him.
I said, "What's wrong, Cap?" He goes, "Well, the part of town we're in, you never know." And I'm like, "What are you talking about? We're at the Coliseum."
College campus.
I didn't see the fireworks go off. I heard them, and I ducked for cover. That's all I'm saying. When I hear crazy fireworks going off, I'm like, what the hell? Where'd that come from?
Hang out with Sedano and Cap. Weekday mornings starting at 7 on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Picture it. Your holiday table, the family cooking together, the scent of golden brown bread, rosemary from roasted potatoes, and a salad so crisp it snaps, spiced cider in every glass, laughter around every plate. At Ralph's, we know these moments matter, and we make it easier to bring them to life with quality that's affordable in every aisle. This season, don't just host, make every moment unforgettable. Ralph's, serving SoCal for over 150 years.
Back with more USC Trojans basketball, presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Let's pass it back to the voice of Trojans basketball, Jordan Moore.
Stone IPA has inspired a generation of brewers and beer lovers. Made in Southern California, Stone Brewing's first anniversary ale continues to be today's iconic West Coast style IPA. Crisp, light-bodied, and packed with hoppy flavor. Located at find.stonebrewing.com. 7:56 left in the first half. Trojans got to get it going here, man. They're down 16-15 to Troy, and USC just in a rut offensively, not shooting it well, not moving the ball well, turning it over more than they'd like. And this five on the floor of Easter, Rice, Williams, Baker Mazzara, and Asar is out there to get the offense going as USC has sized down. Typically they'll play the two bigs, Asar and Kofi, the most used combination there, but also Gabe Dines in that mix and sometimes Jaden Brownell. But right now it's just Asar as the one big, and USC just trying to put a lot of guards and wings out there to make life difficult on Troy. And so far it's been Troy making life difficult on the heavily favored Trojans. USC in a man-to-man defense here. Here's Valdez guarded by T. Will. Now Asar on a switch, and Valdez just fell backwards and traveled with it. So just was off balance on his pivot foot and took an extra step. And now Thomas Dowd will check in for him, and Valdez will sit down. So will Cross. So USC forces another turnover. 7 giveaways by Troy. And let's see if the Trojans can retake the lead here with 7.5 to go. Again, facing this Troy zone defense has been a puzzle. Terrence Williams at top, giving it to Baker Mazzara. Baseline drive and a left-hand runner. Draws a foul for Chad, and I think a shooting foul. Yep, he's going to go to the line and shoot 2. So Baker Mazzara up to 5 points and 3 boards. Chad's parents are here. Chad from the Dominican Republic. Wasn't sure if his parents would be able to fly out for a game this season, but they surprised him as the first free throw is good by Baker Mazzara. They surprised him. There's a great video if you go on USC Hoops Twitter and see him giving his mom and dad a huge hug. And he makes both free throws, and he's trying to give them a little bit of a show here. He's giving USC the lead. 7 points for Baker Mazzara on 4 of 4 at the free throw line. So 17-16 USC, 7:15 left in the first half. And the ball in the corner here to Keel. Keel not a prolific offensive player. He finds Dowd, who is. He curls for 3, no good. Can the Trojans get a rebound? They can, because Troy knocked it out of bounds. Trojans not getting a lot of clean rebounds right now. And I think Troy could have saved that. And I thought maybe it was off of USC. It wasn't. And so the Trojans will get it back, a chance to build on their lead. 7 minutes to go in the first half. Again, looking at this zone, here's Rice in the deep perimeter, playing catch with Easter. Easter trying to get it inside the zone to T. Will, who cannot. So he fans out to come get the ball. Then he gives it to Baker Mazzara, pops out. Trojans cannot get inside the three-point line. Now they finally do, and Asar will spin in the lane, get to the left hand, lose it going up. And another miss by Asar, who's 1 of 4 from the field. Kobe Campbell with it for Troy. He'll give it to Dowd. Dowd has the smaller Easter on him. He tries to drive him baseline, gets him under the hoop, throws up a right-hand hook shot, and Thomas Dowd knew exactly what to do. Got a guard on him and bullied him into the lane and got the bucket. And Troy back in front. We've had 10 lead changes. There's a cut by Easter across the zone. And then he just circles out to the three-point line, and now Rice. Rice will skip in the lane. Nice ball fake to get the defender up. Makes the shot and one. Rodney Rice, a chance to get into double figures. And he gives USC the lead back. It's 19-18 Trojans. Gabe Dines will check in for USC. Ezra Asar will sit down. Bellamy back in for Troy. So Rice has 9 points. Will go to the line for the first time in this game. Rodney on the season so far, 73% at the foul line. And the free throw is good. 20-18 USC leads. And here's Campbell giving it up to Dowd. Dowd has the smaller Rice on him, but it's on the perimeter. And he gives it to Campbell. He wants to drive T-Will, then stops on the block and lobs it all the way back out to Dowd. Moves it on to Kobe Campbell. Easter on him. Tries to drive to his dominant left hand and has a shot blocked by Easter, erased by Jerry, and picked up by Terrence Williams. Hit ahead to Rodney Rice, but Troy's back defensively. Good defensive stop there for the Trojans. Rice drive, mid-range, step back. No, that one comes up short. And that is 11 shot attempts already for Rodney Rice out of USC's 19. Here's Keel driving on Easter. Ball fake gets him up. He gives it to Bellamy. Bellamy will lay it up and in. So Dines came over to help as Keel beat his man. And then Dines' man was left open under the hoop. And now Terrence Williams has to call a timeout as USC can't get the ball in bounds. So 5:05 left in the first half. USC takes its first timeout of the game, each team with 3 timeouts left. And this will just be a 30-second timeout with 5:05 left in the first half. So the Trojans just right now have not figured out Troy's zone. That is the story of the game so far. They're playing a zone that USC can't seem to get inside of, so the Trojans are either settling for jumpers on the outside, and they have not shot it well, 6 of 19, or they're trying to attack the lane with too many bodies in the way, and it's led to either turnovers or missed shots at the rim. So really only Rice and Baker Mazzara have been able to figure out anything offensively. Rice has 10, Baker Mazzara has 7, so that's 17 of USC's 20. Otherwise, T-Will has a single point, and Asar has the dunk, which started USC's scoring. That was against a man-to-man defense. All right, ball into Jordan Marsh. Easter will sit down. And Jordan Marsh will call out the play against this zone defense. And Rice will go to the top of the key. And again, the Trojans stuck on the perimeter. Again, the ball not moving. There's a cut inside, though, by Rice. Turnaround pass to T-Will. He's got a rhythm 3, but it's long and high for the rebound of the Troy Trojans. And it's been one and done for the most part. Trojans have 3 offensive rebounds. Here's Dowd. He's trying to drive on T-Will, kicks it back out to Valdez, who's checked in. He drives on Williams, gets the left block, throws it to the corner. Ball thrown away, stolen. Trojans can't pick it up, though. They had 2 players there. They got in each other's way, and it's a Cooper Campbell 3, no good. Jordan Marsh high for the defensive board. Little guy got up there. Now he wants to push the other way, lobs it to Dines. Dines will throw it up and get fouled as Dines was hit going up. And Gabe Dines will go to the free throw line, and that is an uncomfortable place for Gabe to be, as he is just 2 of 6 on the season at the foul line. And Will Conroy, USC assistant coach, hops off the bench to give Dines some free throw advice. First free throw by Dines is no good. It hit backboard first. He banked one in against Illinois State on Friday. Keel back in for
drives in,
Troy.
Tries to no-look pass to Bellamy under the basket, but it's deflected. USC quickly on transition. Rodney Rice goes up for it and again draws the foul. Won't get the bucket on the floor, but he gets an opportunity to shoot 2. And with 3:43 to go, USC will be shooting free throws when we return. It's 20-20 between Troy and USC on the Troy Sports Media Network.
Here in the South, our favorite season is the fifth and most important one, football season. Whether you find yourself basking in the glow of the Friday night lights or tailgating with hundreds of thousands of your closest friends on college Saturdays, let Pig Enterprises get you there in style. With over 100 top-quality pre-owned vehicles, you're sure to find the perfect game day ride. Come see us in Prattville or shop online 24/7 at PIGGENT.com. We can even deliver it right to your driveway. Win big with Pig, the #1 pre-owned dealer in the state of Alabama. Score your next vehicle at Pig Enterprises and get a squeal of a deal.
Beasley Allen is proud to support the Troy Trojans. Beasley Allen has been helping those who need it most since 1979. This applies to the clients they serve, but also to the community. The firm is involved in a wide variety of service projects that touch the lives of individuals in several locations, including the River region. Visit them online at BeasleyAllen.com or follow them on Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of the legal services performed by other lawyers.
Looking for insurance, or maybe you're just not satisfied with your current carrier? How does quality coverage with local service and competitive rates sound to you? The folks at Stark Agency offer just that. Whether you need insurance for your business, car, home, or life, Stark Agency can help. As an independent insurance agency with over 20 of the top insurance carriers, Stark is sure to find the perfect match for you and your loved ones. Visit their site at starkagency.com or give them a call at 334-263-5535 for a quote today.
Back here at Galen Center in Los Angeles as Troy and USC are tied up 20-20. And the Galen Center seats over 10,000 here. But they're not quite hitting that here tonight. They rarely do in the non-conference, or really sometimes during the season. About the majority of the upper deck is empty right now for this arena, with the exception of maybe 10 or 15 people on that upper level. And the lower bowl, or view that is about half full. They're missing what's been a pretty interesting one so far, though, those that haven't made it here tonight, as it's 20-20 between these two Trojan basketball teams. USC set to shoot 2 free throws here with Rodney Rice. He drew a foul just before the break. Rice already with 10 points out of USC's 20. Trying to add on to that here with 2 free throws. His first will bounce off the front of the rim and won't go. Transferred from Maryland. Played at Virginia Tech before that. And shooting 73% from the line. His second free throw is more successful than the first. And it makes it 21-20 USC over Troy right now, with 3:35 to go in the first half. Cooper Campbell to Dowd. Now Keel with it. Keel back to Cooper. Campbell going all over the place looking for somewhere. He drives inside, goes up with the right hand, and cashes it in. The effort from Campbell makes it 22-21, but USC quickly changes that as Chad Baker-Mazzara drives inside and takes back the lead for USC. 23-22 with just over 3 minutes to go, as Valdez now fires back with the same exact play from his end. Drives inside, gets it to go in, and it's 24-23 Troy. Things starting to light up here in this last few minutes of the first half. Jordan Marsh with it for USC. He'll kick out now. Terrence Williams passing back up top. It's Rodney Rice. Rice now passing to Marsh. Back to Baker-Mazzara. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Drives in, and a shot from the baseline jumper. It is good. And he draws a foul again. More fouls here in this first half. And Baker-Mazzara will shoot one. That foul against Carrington Keel, who now also has 2 fouls in this first half. Nobody with 3 yet. But you've got 4 guys now for Troy who each have 2 fouls. Baker Mazzara's free throw will go as well. It's 26-24 now, USC, with 2:31 to play in this first half. Victor Valdez inbounding as USC puts 3 defenders here in the backcourt to try and cover this Troy team. Cooper slowly making his way forward, gets past midcourt. Pass over to Dowd now. On the far end, facing tight pressure from Assar. Keel with it, then gives to Campbell. As Cooper trying to drive down the left, he'll back off of it though. Pass to Valdez, who pulls a long 3. It is not going to go as the ball goes out of bounds off Troy. Corbin Green reached for it and couldn't grab it at the last moment. 26-24 USC with 2 minutes left. They have the ball. Marsh to Baker Mazzara. Now looking inside, it's Brownell who kicks out to the far corner, and a 3 is good from Jordan Marsh. Marsh knocking it down, makes it 29-24 USC, 1:40 to go in the half. Cooper with a wide open lane, drives in, kicks to a open Carrington Keel, who can't make it from the corner, but Valdez with a rebound goes up and puts it in. Valdez with another great putback as USC now drives quickly and can't make a lay. Whistle blown and a foul, I believe, on the rebound effort. Waiting to see who this went against. But it's going to be against USC. Goes against Ezra Assar. It's his second foul as well. That Valdez bucket a few moments ago ended a 6-0 run for USC as they now lead it by 3, 29-26. Corbin Green shooting 1-1. Green doing it with a face mask on. He broke his nose in the Kent State game at the beginning of the season. Him and Bellamy both had nose injuries and wear that face guard. Made the first free throw. It's 29-27 as the second is just off the back of the rim. Rebound by Baker Mazzara, and still a 2-point lead for USC with 1:15 to play in the first half. Rice with it now. Passes to Williams, and Marsh has it. Marsh looks for an open man, finds Williams on the far wing. He'll try and drive in, but can't. Now Rice to Baker Mazzara. 1 minute to go, 6 seconds on the shot clock as Baker Mazzara short arms a 3-pointer. Corbin Green with the board, and now Keel with it. He'll pass to Green, who tries to drive in, and he'll be called for the charge. Didn't make the bucket. I was hoping for a foul. Terrence Williams was there to draw it, and the charge forces a turnover here. USC takes possession, 45.8 on the clock here in this first half. Baker Mazzara looking for someone to inbound it to. Finally has Rodney Rice come back there to get it with 40 seconds left. Marsh over to Rice. Still up top, looks inside now. That's Brownell, who's going to pull a spinning jumper. No good. And no shot clock now. 23 seconds as Emmanuel Clarton has it, entering for the first time. Valdez back up top at the logo here with 15 seconds. He'll let some of this clock run and then take advantage of what's likely the last possession of the half. Now 8 seconds as he runs the play, driving inside. Valdez will try and do it himself. It's slapped off the backboard by Baker Mazzara. Troy picked it up, and a foul is called on the putback, but it potentially could have been a goaltend as well. Troy is shooting free throws here. It was Thomas Dowd who went up with it and drew the foul. But Coach Cross is wanting them to have called a goaltend here as he went up for it and thought that it had hit the glass already. Thomas Dowd's first free throw is good. Trying to tie it here before halftime with one more free throw here and 1.2 on the clock. USC will have enough time for a heave here. No one for Troy lining up for the free throw as Dowd will shoot it and make it. Tied up at 29 as Rice will launch it from about 3/4 of the way, and he won't make it. Troy battling with USC. It's tied up 29-29 at half. We welcome you to the Power T Courtside Halftime Show presented by Jones Medical Supply and CPAP Plus with locations in Troy, Greenville, Dothan, and Foley. For more information, visit jonesmed.com. When we come back, we'll take a look at scores across the Sun Belt and get ready for half number 2. 29-29 at the halfway point between Troy and USC on the Troy Sports Media Network.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
At Guardian Credit Union, we believe that banking should be personal, just like the relationships we build with members. Imagine a place where you're not just a credit score, but a valued part of our community. At Guardian, our dedicated team takes the time to listen, understand, and tailor financial solutions that fit your unique needs. From buying a car to saving for college and even starting a small business, we've got you covered. Come experience the Guardian difference and let's achieve your financial goals together. Guardian Credit Union, where you belong. Federally insured by NCAA.
It takes more than ambition to make a difference. It takes something real. It takes real work, breakthroughs and push-throughs. It takes real vision that shapes leaders and real support that empowers you in all ways to spark change, to build legacies, to make a real difference. Troy University. Always real, always Troy. Troy.edu.
Our coverage of Troy Trojans basketball continues after this timeout from our local stations on the Troy Sports Media Network.
At Max Credit Union, we believe your checking account should work as hard as you do. With Max Achieve Checking, you can earn up to 3% APY on balances up to $15,000 and 0.25% APY on anything over that. Plus, enjoy perks like earning rewards that can easily be redeemed for cash by spending with your Max debit card. It's not just checking, it's achieving. Get started with Max Achieve Checking at mymax.com/achieve.
APY is annual percentage yield. Certain restrictions apply. Federally insured by NCAA.
Wiley Sanders isn't just family-owned. It's also God and family-oriented. As a trucking company built by truck drivers, they know that faith, family, and drivers are the key to success. When you work with Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, you receive a $1,000 sign-on bonus, competitive pay based on experience, Blue Cross, Blue Shield, 401k, and more. Call now, 855-777-9785. A 24-hour calling at 334-372-5049. Experience the camaraderie by driving for Wiley Sanders. Then enjoy the rewards at home.
This is Troy head basketball coach Scott Cross, and you're listening to 107.5 FM, 1210 AM. ESPN, The Ticket, WTXK, Pike Road, Montgomery.
Well, we're all knotted up at halftime, 29-29 between Troy and USC. Back-to-back games, we've been tied at the half. Same thing happened against San Diego State as well. Things ramped up there at the end of that first half. That forced things to be a little bit more high scoring than it seemed through the first 10 minutes or so of this one. Let's take a look at what's going on across the Sun Belt. Earlier today, Marshall played Arkansas Pine Bluff and cruised to a 98-70 win at home. The Thundering Herd are now 4-1, but that's the only Sun Belt game that's happened today other than the one you're listening to. But tomorrow, things ramp up for the entire conference. Georgia Southern goes to Florida State after losing to Georgia Tech a couple days ago. App State has an in-state matchup against UNC Charlotte. Coastal Carolina is on the road against Western Illinois, while Old Dominion plays host to Morgan State. Meanwhile, it'll be Texas State and Arkansas Little Rock at 7 p.m. tomorrow. Arkansas State is against SMU on the road, and Louisiana has Santa Clara tomorrow on their own California tour. Meanwhile, Georgia State is at South Dakota State tomorrow night at 7 p.m. as well. For Troy Athletics, a big day already. Troy's women's basketball team got a big win over Missouri, 100-82. And a huge night for Shander Rigby, or huge morning for Shander Rigby's team earlier today with the 5th SEC win in program history. First time beating Missouri out there, as Troy will now return home after two games in the Midwest against Kansas State and Mizzou. They'll have Montana State at Trojan Arena Monday, November 24th at 6 p.m. Dan Peck will have the call of that one. Troy volleyball finished up against Marshall earlier this evening as well in the Sun Belt Tournament in Foley. They took down the Thundering Herd in 4 sets, and they'll have James Madison tomorrow at 4:30 in the quarterfinals. Football returns home for the final time this year for Senior Day at Veterans Memorial Stadium against Georgia State. Kickoff is at 3 p.m. Saturday. Barry McKnight and Jerry Miller will have the call of that one. When we come back, we'll tell you about all the stats from the first half and get ready for half number 2 between Troy and USC. It's halftime, 29-29 on the Troy Sports Media Network.
The City of Troy welcomes you to Troy University Trojan Basketball. The City of Troy is proud to support men's basketball coach Scott Cross and the Troy University Trojans. You're always welcome in the City of Troy, and go Trojans!
When you're a Trojan, you know what it means to stand strong and work hard. When it comes to banking, you deserve that same commitment. That's where Troy Bank and Trust comes in. From checking accounts to investment accounts to loans, Troy Bank and Trust has been supporting Troy University and its students for generations. With 13 branches, we're local, dedicated, and we're just as invested in your success as you are. For every financial need along life's journey, rely on us. Today, tomorrow, and always, the only bank you'll ever need. Troy Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
First responders sound the alarm about the dangers of driver error on Alabama's highways.
Cell phones are the worst things that have ever happened to the road. They've taught us that things can't wait when really they can.
If you look at your phone, greater than 5 seconds, you've already traveled over 100 yards, length of a football field.
You hit the rumble strip, next thing you know, you look up, there's the guardrail.
Distracted driving, there's no braking. You hit them at full speed.
Do you really want the guilt of being responsible for someone's death?
Drive safe, Alabama. A message from the Alabama Department of Transportation.
Our coverage of Troy Trojans basketball continues after this timeout from our local stations on the Troy Sports Media Network.
You have slow or clogged drains, a leaky faucet, or breakers that keep tripping. Call United. They are number 1 in the river region for a reason.
Has your system struggled heating and cooling all year? Sign up for an annual maintenance plan. At United, we service and repair all brands 24/7.
Team up with United for all your home needs.
Get a slam dunk when you call United at 262-0247 or visit unitedheating.net and like us on Facebook, and go Trojans.
Alabama certification number 84560.
Beasley Allen is proud to support the Troy Trojans. Beasley Allen has been helping those who need it most since 1979. This applies to the clients they serve, but also to the community. The firm is involved in a wide variety of service projects that touch the lives of individuals in several locations, including the river region. Visit them online at BeasleyAllen.com or follow them on Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of the legal services performed by other lawyers.
Looking for insurance, or maybe you're just not satisfied with your current carrier? How does quality coverage with local service and competitive rates sound to you? The folks at Stark Agency offer just that. Whether you need insurance for your business, car, home, or life, Stark Agency can help. As an independent insurance agency with over 20 of the top insurance carriers, Stark is sure to find the perfect match for you and your loved ones. Visit their site at starkagency.com or give them a call at 334-263-5535 for a quote today.
29-29 at the half between Troy and USC. Gavin Baxley here. Our producer is Scott Hageman. As the Trojans held the lead for the majority of that first half. Spent 9 minutes and 46 seconds with it compared to 7:10 for USC. It felt like more than that, to be quite honest with you. 15 lead changes in the first 20 minutes of that. We've been tied 4 times, including right now at 29 apiece. USC at the moment shooting 35% from the floor. Troy about the same at 36%. And Troy 2 for 11 from 3 to USC's 3 for 11. Free throws have been a factor as well. 7 for 10 for Troy from the line and 8 for 12 for USC. Right now for the Trojans, it's Victor Valdez leading the way. He's got 11 points at the half right now, 3 rebounds as well. And meanwhile, for USC, it's been Chad Baker-Mazara with 12 and Rodney Rice with 11. Rodney Rice has been quick to get around the court here, but Chad Baker-Mazara has been able to use his size and still made a 3 as well. He's also 5 for 5 from the free throw line. He's managed to get there plenty of times so far in this one. Foul trouble, not really a thing just yet, but it's got potential here, unfortunately, as Troy right now has 3 different players with 2 fouls. Or pardon, USC has 3 different players with 2 fouls at the half here. And Ezra Osar and Amari Dickerson, just 2 for them, that is. Troy does have 3, and that is Theo Sang, Carrington Keel, and Gerald Bellamy, all with 2 each. Corbin Green has 3 already as well. Got to keep an eye on that, as foul trouble was a big factor in the game against San Diego State just a couple days ago. As Troy wraps up this California trip, we've been out here for about a week and about to spend another week in Florida when Troy heads down there to take on Toledo and then either St. Francis or Belmont. But we've got 20 more minutes to play between Troy and USC first. It's 29-29 between the 2 Trojan basketball teams as we get ready for the second half of action on the Troy Sports Media Network.
The Vance Law Firm is proud to be the official injury lawyers for Troy Athletics. If you or anyone you know has been injured in an accident, just dial 333-3333. There's only one official injury lawyer for Troy Athletics. So if you need help with your car wreck, motorcycle, or big truck wreck, call the Vance Law Firm at 333-3333. The official injury lawyers for Troy Athletics.
On the field, every play counts, and in life, every step matters. At Wiregrass Wound and Amputation Prevention Center, Dr. Duke knows what it takes to get you back in the game. From the smallest scrape to the toughest injury, no wound is too small, and no wound is too big. Our team is here to save limbs, restore health, and keep you moving forward. Now proudly serving Dothan, Eufaula, and Blakely, Georgia. Wiregrass Wound and Amputation Prevention Center, helping you get back in the game of life.
At Guardian Credit Union, we believe that banking should be personal, just like the relationships we build with members. Imagine a place where you're not just a credit score, but a valued part of our community. At Guardian, our dedicated team takes the time to listen, understand, and tailor financial solutions that fit your unique needs. From buying a car to saving for college and even starting a small business, we've got you covered. Come experience the Guardian difference and let's achieve your financial goals together. Guardian Credit Union, where you belong. Federally insured by NCAA.
Our coverage of Troy Trojans basketball continues after this timeout from our local stations on the Troy Sports Media Network.
Life South Community Blood Centers is facing a critical shortage of type O negative blood along with A negative and B negative. And because O negative is the blood type anyone can use in an emergency, it makes that shortage even more serious. So if you have a negative blood type, please donate blood today. Your community is counting on you. Call toll-free 888-795-2707 for information.
Beasley Allen is proud to support the Troy Trojans. Beasley Allen has been helping those who need it most since 1979. This applies to the clients they serve, but also to the community. The firm is involved in a wide variety of service projects that touch the lives of individuals in several locations, including the River region. Visit them online at BeasleyAllen.com or follow them on Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of the legal services performed by other lawyers.
Here in the South, our favorite season is the fifth and most important one, football season. Whether you find yourself basking in the glow of the Friday night lights or tailgating with hundreds of thousands of your closest friends on college Saturdays, let Pick Enterprises get you there in style. With over 100 top quality pre-owned vehicles, you're sure to find the perfect game day ride. Come see us in Prattville or shop online 24/7 at PIGGENT.com. We can even deliver it right to your driveway. Win big with Pig, the #1 pre-owned dealer in the state of Alabama. Score your next vehicle at Pig Enterprises and get a squill of a deal.
We're ready for the second half of play here between Troy and USC. It's 29-29 after the first 20 minutes as we now enter the second half of play. Troy managing to hold their own against this Big Ten foe as USC enters the court. Troy getting a couple more words in from head coach Scott Cross as he draws things up before we start the second half of play. Troy looking for its first win over a Big Ten team in school history. Also looking for a little bit of history for Troy athletics. If the Troy men's team can take down USC today, it'd be the first time ever that both the men and women's basketball team beat a Power 4 opponent in the same day after the women took down Missouri earlier this morning. Troy's already been able to shock the world just a couple days ago against San Diego State. And in 20 minutes of play, we'll find out if they can do it once again. Entering this one as an underdog. And so far they're 4-1 when the odds are against Troy. Trying to get a fifth here tonight. USC being tested a little bit. Interested to see how this foul issue goes in the second half. And called it pretty tightly so far. And we'll see if that continues. Coach Cross has been a little bit upset over a couple things here. There is a bit of an issue with one of the clocks right now as the officials are talking with both Scott Cross and Eric Musselman. One of the clocks over the basket closest to Troy's bench has gone out. And so they may have to time this on the floor if they can't get it fixed. They've got people working on it right now. That will delay the start of the half for just a couple minutes here as they continue to work on it, but it'll affect how they time it, because typically if you can't have one, you can't have the other. They just turned on the other one, but it hasn't cycled through yet. Waiting for word here to see what happens, but they are about to resume play. Amarion Dickerson will inbound for USC. And we are underway. They are still using the game clock on the other side as immediately USC loses possession. Carrington Keel gets it away after the dribble went awry. Victor Valdez with it for Troy on their first possession of the half. Gives to Cooper Campbell. Back to Valdez again. Valdez with a bounce pass into traffic to Sang. He gets it back out to Keel and back to Valdez. Victor pointing out that they don't have a clock. He drives inside anyway, and he won't get it to go. It's very distracting for Troy right now as they don't have a clock on their side of the court. Rodney Rice with it for USC after the missed basket. Amarion Dickerson now for USC. Passes over. Rodney Rice from the near corner. He'll make a three right in front of his own bench. And it's 32-29 USC. Troy with it again after the first minute of play in this second half. Still does not have a clock. The PA announcer is announcing the time on the clock as Thomas Dowd drives inside, misses a shot from under the basket. Carrington Keel with a nice board, and Troy still has possession. Theo Sang with it over to Cooper Campbell. 10 seconds on the shot clock. A pass inside. Theo Sang goes up and under and makes it in. Sang with a nice basket, the first from Troy here in the second half. 32-31 USC as they have it now. Pulling a three is Dickerson. He can't make it. Cooper Campbell passing to Valdez quickly in transition. Carrington Keel goes up, and he won't make it. USC coming back across the court now quickly in transition. Ezra Asar is able to get it right under the basket on a layup. 34-31 USC now leads by 3, 2 minutes into the second half. Thomas Dowd with it, passing to Valdez. Valdez stumbles and falls. They call a foul on USC against Amarion Dickerson. Valdez was nearly losing control there and gets a favor there off the foul on Dickerson. It's the third now for Amarion Dickerson on the floor, so Troy will inbound with Cooper Campbell. Out to Theo Sang, who immediately pulls a three and can't get it to cash in. Amarion Dickerson with the board, now driving all the way is Asar, who goes to the right side of the basket, up for it, can't make it, but he draws a foul and will shoot at the free throw line. USC will be shooting 2 free throws here as they continue to work on the clock on Troy's side of the court. They still haven't fixed it. And if you've heard any commotion around me, it's because there's workers pulling wires under our desk here trying to get something plugged in. Asar shooting 2. He'll make the first. And I'm surprised that this is still going the way it is. I would have imagined if we made it this far without one clock on one side of the court, they would have to turn off the other. It's a clear advantage for USC. Ezra Asar now on his second free throw and makes that one as well. It's 36-31. USC leads by 5, 17:40 to go. Cooper Campbell passing to Valdez. It's knocked out of his hands, off Valdez's foot. And Amarion Dickerson forces a turnover. Jacob Kofi will inbound for USC as USC leads by 5. Rodney Rice with it. Now it's Asar passing to Dickerson up top, trying to drive inside. He makes a move, passes to Asar on the right side, who jams it in. And it's a 7-point lead for USC. Dow bringing it coast to coast, driving down the right side of the lane. He gets it up and off the glass. 38-33 after the bucket from Thomas Dowd. Finding an answer there. Now USC trying to have something else as Asar goes down the baseline, draws a foul.
Third personal, second team foul.
Foul was on the floor here.
Hey, it's going to be for you, Cooper!
Bellamy called for it. It was his third. As USC will inbound, Rodney Rice right under the basket here trying to find someone. And he lobs it over to Kofi. Kofi facing pressure from Valdez, trying to rip it away. And he manages to get it out of trouble to Rodney Rice up top. 10 seconds on the shot clock now for USC as he lobs one up to Asar. Couldn't make it on the first attempt, but goes back up and gets it in. 16:38 to go in this one. 40-33, USC leads over Troy. Cooper Campbell to Bellamy. Now to Valdez. Valdez driving from the far side of the baseline here. He'll go in and be called for the travel. And it'll be another turnover from Troy. Multiple travels called against Valdez here tonight as they turn it over. USC taking advantage of Troy's mistakes right now as they've gone 3 for 3 on their last 3 field goal attempts. Now Rice, a bounce pass to an open man in Amarion Dickerson, who goes up and under, and he'll be fouled. Didn't make the basket, but he'll go to the line. USC once again getting chances at the free throw line as they lead by 7 with 16:14 to go. Dickerson has yet to make a free throw, yet to attempt one. He just made his first. And it's 41-33 USC. Gerald Bellamy comes out. Austin Cross goes in for Troy. And Dickerson misses the second free throw. USC nearly comes away with the board, but Troy manages to steal it away. Thomas Dowd got it. And with 16 minutes to go, Troy has possession, down by 8. Dowd over to Sang. Sang passes to Cross, who pulls a 3 off the front of the rim. Scrambling for the ball here. Sang tried to go for it, and it'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of Troy. 15:51 to go as Troy trails 41-33. Hopefully they fix that clock by the time we get back. It's 41-33 USC on the Troy Sports Media Network.
Hey, Trojan fans, Premier Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is excited to connect with you. Whether you're looking for a sleek SUV, a sporty sedan, or a powerful truck, their award-winning lineup has something for everyone. Plus, they offer special pricing for all Troy University staff and students. Premier Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is a proud supporter of Troy Athletics. See their complete inventory online at premiercdjroftroy.com. Go Trojans!
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Man, you guys have some serious snackage going on.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, you really went all out.
Did you see his backyard?
Why is there a marching band out there?
Oh, you'll see. Whoa, check it out. Go! Go!
Yes!
Go! 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 Touchdown!
Yes! They're pretty good.
Whether you're tailgating at the game or at home, be ultimate with Publix. It's your one-stop shop for anything and everything for the game. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
It takes more than ambition to make a difference. It takes something real. It takes real work, breakthroughs and push-throughs. It takes real vision that shapes leaders and real support that empowers you in all ways to spark change, to build legacies, to make a real difference. Troy University. Always real, always Troy. Troy.edu.
Well, good news, everyone. The clock is back up for a moment. They just turned it back off again. Goodness gracious. 15:51 to go. USC leads 41-33 over Troy as the struggles continue with the game clock above the Troy basket. It came on for about 2 seconds, and I told you about it, and then it just went off again. They have put a temporary clock over right next to Troy's bench on the baseline, and that'll have to do, I guess. It's still a severe disadvantage here for Troy compared to USC. Cooper Campbell with it for Troy, who gets it to Keel. There's 10 seconds on the shot clock as the clock comes back on in the nick of time. Theo Sang going up for it and can't get it. Ball is poked away here, and going coast to coast was Azar, who loses it, and it goes in favor of Troy as it goes out of bounds. Troy bringing it back up. Everything even again as they've got the clock going fully at this point, hopefully for the rest of the game. Theo Sang driving inside, has a wide open lane, goes up and lays it in. Cuts it down to 6 now, 41-35 USC leads. 15-10 to go, USC with it. Rice passing to Assar, looks inside the paint but is stolen away. Thomas Dowd has it over to Cooper Campbell now, slowing things down up top. Looking for something here, finds Cross, back to Cooper again, who will drive from the left side, spinning back. Dowd from outside the arc, trying to find some room. He'll make a couple moves, pull a three, and it's just off to the left. No good. 41-35 as Baker Mazzara races down the court. Now he'll try and find a lane, floating one up off the top of the glass, no good. And here comes Cooper Campbell. Troy has numbers for a moment. Cooper pulls a three, bottom. Perfect time for a three right there as Troy assumes momentum. 41-38 now as they close back in on USC. 3 turnovers for USC in the last 2 minutes now. Baker Mazzara driving in, a long two is no good. Theo Sang with the rebound. Cooper Campbell now with it. Had Sang for a moment, never passed it to him. Campbell thinking about a three, he won't. He'll give it to Cross. Now Sang will pull a three himself. That one's good too, and we are tied again. Troy is getting hot now. It's 41-41. 8-0 run for the Trojans in the last 90 seconds. 13:30 to go in this one. Troy is back in it as USC drives inside with Ezra Assar, and he'll get it to go from right in front of the basket. 43-41 USC. Cooper Campbell with it to Sang. Sang with a heat check, pulling it again. No good. Dowd races in for a board, gets tripped up. He's slow to get up. No foul. Baker Mazzara races down, and a foul is called on Cooper Campbell on the floor. Thomas Dowd was a little gimpy, wanted a foul call, didn't get it. It's 43-41 USC with 13:13 to go. USC will inbound from the baseline here. Jordan Marsh doing it. Very physical play there under the rim. Dowd with his hands on his knees right now, trying to catch his breath. Probably a good time for that foul from Cooper Campbell. Troy had 2 men go down on the ground, and we're struggling. Troy was trying to make a late sub. They won't be able to before USC inbounds it. Dickerson with it. Over to Rodney Rice up top, driving in. He'll kick back out to the near corner. Driving down the baseline is Jerry Easter, who lays it in with the right hand. 4-point lead for USC. 12:50 to go. Cooper Campbell has it. Driving inside from the left. Whistles are blown, and a foul on the floor here. Goes against Jordan Marsh. Victor Valdez will come out, or come in, that is, for Thomas Dowd, who is visibly exhausted right now. He'll have to take a rest here after some physical play from Dowd. Carrington Keel inbounding for Troy. Bounce passes in to Cooper Campbell. Cooper now, wide open, will pull a three. That one lasers off the rim. No good. Still a 4-point lead for USC as they now try to get their lead back. They've led by as much as 8 so far as Rodney Rice drives in, spins, and can't get it to connect. But a foul is called again. This time a shooting foul. Rodney Rice will be shooting 2 for USC. It was called against Cooper Campbell. Rodney Rice was 2 for 3 from the line a moment ago. Now he's 3 for 4 after he makes the first. With one more free throw coming for Rice. And he'll connect on both of them. Troy was trying to inbound there. There's a foul called from all the way in the backcourt before they even inbounded it. It goes against USC. Still on the floor. They'll inbound it again. Austin Cross will get it to Sang. 47-41 USC. Troy bringing it up court with Valdez. 12:20 to go. Valdez has it. Driving to the right side. Trying to go up with it. And can't get enough touch off the glass for it to go. Foul is called on the rebound that USC got. And I believe it goes against Troy. Emmanuel Clarton called for it. It's his first foul of the evening. 12:15 to go now. USC has possession. Amarion Dickerson inbounding. As everyone sets up, Jordan Marsh will get it. Facing some pressure from Colbert as he brings it up court. Marsh still with it. Pass to Dickerson. Pump faking, driving inside, and he'll manage to hook one in off the board. 49-41. Valdez with it again. Valdez floats one to Sang as a whistle is blown, and a foul is called on USC. It's 49-41. USC holding the lead with an 8-0 run with 11:56 to go on the Troy Sports Media Network.
Here in the South, our favorite season is the fifth and most important one, football season. Whether you find yourself basking in the glow of the Friday night lights or tailgating with hundreds of thousands of your closest friends on college Saturdays, let Pig Enterprises get you there in style. With over 100 top-quality pre-owned vehicles, you're sure to find the perfect game day ride. Come see us in Prattville or shop online 24/7 at PIGGENT.com. We can even deliver it right to your driveway. Win big with Pig, the #1 pre-owned dealer in the state of Alabama. Score your next vehicle at Pig Enterprises and get a squeal of a deal.
Has your AC system struggled heating and cooling all year? Call United. They service and repair all brands and offer financing and maintenance plans.
Have slow or clogged drains, a leaky faucet, or breakers that keep tripping? Team up with United for all your home's needs.
Call United. They are #1 in the River region for a reason.
Score a touchdown when you call United at 262-0247. Visit UnitedHeating.net and like us on Facebook. Go Trojans.
AL certification number 84560.
Need to paint the outside of your house or office building, or maybe stain your wood deck or fence? There's no better time than now to tackle those projects with quality Richards paint from John Lee Paint Company. Superior Richards paint and stain products will protect your property from the elements and extend the life of your painting project. John Lee Paint also carries a full line of commercial-grade pressure washers to help clean your property or equipment before painting. Serving Central Alabama since 1974. John Lee Paint Company on Coliseum Boulevard.
Now open in Millbrook on Highway 14 across from 17 Springs.
Beasley Allen is proud to support the Troy Trojans. Beasley Allen has been helping those who need it most since 1979. This applies to the clients they serve, but also to the community. The firm is involved in a wide variety of service projects that touch the lives of individuals in several locations, including the River region. Visit them online at BeasleyAllen.com or follow them on Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of the legal services performed by other lawyers.
(49-41) the score in favor of USC after the timeout. Troy was able to tie things up with an 8-0 run, and then USC took off with another 8-0 run of their own to make it 49-41. Troy has possession after a foul was called against Jerry Easter. Javen Colbert will inbound for Troy from the baseline. On the floor right now for Troy, Clarton, Colbert, Valdez, Sang, and Cross. For USC, it's Rice, Dickerson, Kofi, Marsh, and Easter. Although USC may be making a substitution. They've got Chad Baker-Mazzara there, but he won't come in just yet. Javen Colbert gets it to Sang. Sang to Clarton. Now he'll find Colbert again. Colbert to Cross in the near corner. He'll drive down the baseline, trying to go up from under the basket. And it won't go in, but a foul is called. And Austin Cross will head to the line. Jordan Marsh called for the foul. It's his second now. Austin Cross looking to end a scoring drought of over 2 minutes for Troy and an 8-0 run for USC. His first free throw will not go. Trying to come out of this with at least 1 point. And he won't make that either. 0 for 2 from the line there for Cross. Jerry Easter has it. And he'll pass to Dickerson. Dickerson losing control of it, dives on the floor. And I believe, no, he lost it there. Lost possession of it on the pass. It went out of bounds. It'll be Troy basketball. Thought he was going to call a timeout, but he didn't. Tried to pass from while he was laying down. And it'll be Troy ball. Austin Cross inbounds to Colbert. Colbert to Valdez. Valdez trying to drive down, spinning, going up with it with the right hand. It won't go, but Sang with a nice board. He can't get the putback. Clarton slaps it out of the way, and Cross's three-pointer is blocked. And Clarton loses control of the ball as he tries to pass it, and it goes out of bounds. And a turnover at the end of all that. Troy has gone cold here. 0 for their last 6 now with 11:04 to play. 49-41 USC. Jordan Marsh over to Baker Mazzara. He'll slowly pass one back to Marsh. Baker Mazzara, top of the key now for 3, and that goes in to make it an 11-point lead for USC. Largest lead of the night for USC. Thomas Dowd coming up court, looking for an answer, trying to drive inside. He kicks out to Sang, who thinks about a 3. Instead, he'll now attempt to drive in, spinning and floating one off the glass. It will go, and Troy finally ends its drought and ends an 11-0 run from USC. 9-point lead now for USC with 10:15 to go. Baker Mazzara with it again up top. Looking for something, has to pick up his dribble. He lobs one, and on an alley-oop, Amarion Dickerson jams it in and makes it an 11-point lead for USC. Eric Musselman is livid about something. I think he's frustrated with USC not getting back there after the play. Javen Colbert has it, driving all the way inside the lane, and he takes a slap in the process there on his way up. Layup didn't go, but he does draw the foul. A 13-2 run now for USC, as Troy trying to find something here to try and battle back into it after tying it up. They've been outscored 13-2. Foul win against Kofi. Colbert's first free throw goes off the back of the rim. Troy's struggling from the free throw line right now. They're 7 for 13 with one more free throw coming. Right now, Kofi has 4 fouls for USC, and he'll have to check out here. Colbert trying to hit a free throw here to cut it back to 10. His second free throw is successful. 1 for 2 at the line from Colbert as they start to apply some pressure. 2 men in the backcourt defensively for Troy as Baker Mazzara trying to bring it up slowly but surely. He gets it across the line as Colbert goes down trying to draw a foul. The pass inside there to Amarion Dickerson. He goes under the basket and can't connect, but draws a foul. USC in the bonus now. They're 5 of their last 5 from the floor. Anything that they've missed has been included with a foul. Ezra Asar shooting 2 for USC. And he makes the first. Foul one against Theo Sang. And for Sang now, he has 4 fouls. Both he and Bellamy with 4 fouls here with 9:38 to go. It's an 11-point lead for USC right now. Had to call time here for just a moment. I think Chad Baker-Mazzara is bleeding. And so they'll have to pull him off the court here, make a substitution, as Rodney Rice will check in for USC.
USC number 1, Rodney Rice. Placing Chad Baker-Mazzara.
Having a conversation here between the officials after that stoppage. A lot of downtime here between these free throws. Maybe a chance it'll ice Ezra Asar. He's averaging 10 free throw attempts per game. This just his 4th so far tonight. He's been efficient in getting to the line as this one takes 3 bounces off the back of the rim and won't go. Troy manages to come away with the rebound. Cooper Campbell now bringing it up. Passes to Dowd. Dowd finds Cross. Still trying to go somewhere with it. Colbert now back to Cross again. Colbert open in the paint. Has a lot of traffic coming at him. He goes up for it and draws a foul. Javen Colbert shooting 2 for Troy now. Or pardon, Corbin Green that is, that drew the foul. On the floor right now for Troy is Keel Dowd, Cooper Campbell, Corbin Green, and Austin Cross, as Corbin will make the first free throw here. Corbin's been in the line one other time. He went 1 for 2 on that trip. Already made the first, trying to go 2 for 2 here. Transferring in from Texas Tech. He nails both of them. Green just a 33% free throw shooter, but tonight he's 3 for 4. Now USC coast to coast with Jordan Marsh. He won't get it. Thomas Dowd fighting for it and gets up for the rebound. Down by 9 now is Troy with 9 minutes to go. Cooper Campbell looking for someone, finds Keel up top. Back to Cooper again. Cooper now to Dowd in the post. Dowd back to Cross at the top. Cross to Campbell now. Campbell driving in from the near side. It won't happen. It got blocked. He picked it up on his own and nailed a 3 from the far end instead. And a timeout is called with 8 minutes and 37 seconds to go in the half. It's 55-49. Troy closing the gap again on the Troy Sports Media Network.
The City of Troy welcomes you to Troy University Trojan Basketball. The City of Troy is proud to support men's basketball coach Scott Cross and the Troy University Trojans. You're always welcome in the City of Troy, and go Trojans!
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
At Guardian Credit Union, we believe that banking should be personal, just like the relationships we build with members. Imagine a place where you're not just a credit score, but a valued part of our community. At Guardian, our dedicated team takes the time to listen, understand, and tailor financial solutions that fit your unique needs. From buying a car to saving for college and even starting a small business, we've got you covered. Come experience the Guardian difference and let's achieve your financial goals together. Guardian Credit Union, where you belong. Federally insured by NCAA.
On the field, every play counts, and in life, every step matters. At Wiregrass Wound and Amputation Prevention Center, Dr. Duke knows what it takes to get you back in the game. From the smallest scrape to the toughest injury, no wound is too small, and no wound is too big. Our team is here to save limbs, restore health, and keep you moving forward. Now proudly serving Dothan, Eufaula, and Blakely, Georgia. Wiregrass Wound and Amputation Prevention Center, helping you get back in the game of life.
It's 55-49. USC leads over Troy with 8 minutes, 37 seconds to go in what's been a back-and-forth battle for the most part. Troy started to trail behind a good bit, tied it back up, and then USC went on a 13-2 run that put them up by double digits. And Troy is now cut back into it a little bit, trailing by 6. Slowly but surely hanging around is Troy, but they've got a little bit more work to do first. USC has possession. Jerry Easter will inbound for USC. Waiting for the go-ahead here. On the court right now for USC, Rice, Lassar, Baker Mazzara, Marsh, and Easter. For Troy, it's Keel, Dowd, Cooper Campbell, Corbin Green, and Austin Cross. Marsh brings it up court, passes to the far corner to Jerry Easter, driving down the baseline, and he goes up and draws a foul. It's just been these two taking turns at the free throw line so far. Still with 8:27 to go. And USC shooting their 21st and 22nd free throw attempts. Troy has had 16 attempts as well. Lassar at the stripe. And he'll make the first free throw. Lassar right now with 14 points tonight. He's got 4 rebounds as well. Him, Rodney Rice, and Chad Baker Mazzara all in double digits. Rice with 16 and Baker Mazzara with 15. Those three have also combined for the majority of their made free throws as well. As the second one is off the front of the rim, Austin Cross with the board. Cooper Campbell has it with 8:14 to go. Victor Valdez now driving inside down the lane. He can't make the first attempt under the basket. Kick out to Dow with a nice three-pointer. Boy, that was a clean-looking three to make it 56-52. And Troy has cut it to 4. Jordan Marsh now kicking to Baker Mazzara. He'll pull a three. That is no good. And Carrington Keel gets it before it goes out of bounds. Cooper Campbell has it again. Finds Dowd, looking at a three. He won't shoot it yet. Pass to Valdez, who pump fakes. Now he'll drive inside from the right side, and a foul is called on the floor against Ezra Assar. It'll be his third foul of the game with 7 minutes, 33 seconds to go. And Troy has possession, down by 4, 56-52 on the Troy Sports Media Network.
Need to paint the outside of your house or office building, or maybe stain your wood deck or fence? There's no better time than now to tackle those projects with quality Richards paint from John Lee Paint Company. Superior Richards paint and stain products will protect your property from the elements and extend the life of your painting project. John Lee Paint also carries a full line of commercial-grade pressure washers to help clean your property or equipment before painting. Serving Central Alabama since 1974. John Lee Paint Company on Coliseum Boulevard.
Now open in Millbrook on Highway 14 across from 17 Springs.
Beasley Allen is proud to support the Troy Trojans. Beasley Allen has been helping those who need it most since 1979. This applies to the clients they serve, but also to the community. The firm is involved in a wide variety of service projects that touch the lives of individuals in several locations, including the River region. Visit them online at BeasleyAllen.com or follow them on Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of the legal services performed by other lawyers.
Wiley Sanders isn't just family-owned. It's also God and family-oriented. As a trucking company built by truck drivers, they know that faith, family, and drivers are the key to success. When you work with Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, you receive a $1,000 sign-on bonus, competitive pay based on experience, Blue Cross, Blue Shield, 401k, and more. Call now, 855-777-9785. A 24-hour calling at 334-372-5049. Experience the camaraderie by driving for Wiley Sanders. Then enjoy the rewards at home.
.7:33 left to play as Troy has cut it back down to a 4-point game, 56-52. Trojans of Troy have possession as well after a foul was called on the floor against Ezra Asar before the break. And having a chance here to cut it down to one score, potentially. Cooper Campbell has 13 right now for Troy. Theo Sang with 12. Valdez had 11 going into halftime. He has yet to score here in the second half of this. And Thomas Dowd has 10. Again, 7:33 to go. The foul does put Troy in the bonus, by the way. Victor Valdez is shooting 1-1 here. The first of hopefully 2 free throws is good, and Valdez will get a chance at a second shot here in just a moment. That does cut it back to within a score. Troy managing to fight back. Second free throw from Valdez is perfect as well. 2 for 2 from the line for Victor Valdez. He's 4 for 4 tonight. Troy giving themselves a chance once again. As USC has possession, Kofi trying to find someone inbounded to, gives to Easter. Rodney Rice with it. Back to Easter again. He'll drive in and tries to go for a lobbing alley to Dickerson, but it was a little behind him, and it goes out of bounds. And a turnover from USC. Troy now with possession and a chance to tie or take the lead. 7:20 to go. Cooper Campbell to Valdez as they bring it past half court. Valdez cutting back, driving down the lane, and he won't get it from the left side there. Easter passes to Rice at the top of the key for USC. Less than 7 minutes to go now as USC leads by 2. Back up top again. Rice has it. Rice going all the way around here, trying to drive down the right side as a man slips and falls on the pass to Jerry Easter, and Easter draws a foul. That one against Victor Valdez, and it's his second foul. USC in the bonus as well, as you can imagine by the large amount of fouls that have been called here tonight. First free throw from Jerry Easter is good, makes it a 3-point game again. he makes this, it'll be 2 scores once more. On the floor for USC, Rice, Dickerson, Baker, Mazzara, Kofi, and Easter, who is shooting the free throw and making it. 2 for 2 there for him. Carrington, Keel, Thomas Dowd, Cooper Campbell, Victor Valdez, and Austin Cross are out there for Troy. 6:30 to go, 58-54, USC leads. Valdez with it. Driving down the left side of the lane. He'll kick out. No look pass. Top of the key for Cooper Campbell. He pulls it. And it looks like an air ball, but he says that it was tipped. And the officials agree. Fans here thought it was an air ball. But we know Cooper better than that. It was just barely tipped and goes out of bounds. Troy still has possession with 11 seconds on the shot clock. Keel with it to Cooper Campbell. Now 5 seconds. Campbell driving inside, tries to float one. 2 seconds. Troy still has possession. Valdez has to pull it. He passes one more time. And Keel's three-pointer was well after the buzzer. And it'll be a turnover on a shot clock violation. 6:08 left. Troy turning it over. USC ball. Baker Mazzara will inbound for USC. That's the 13th turnover for Troy. They've mostly cleaned it up since the first 8 or so minutes. USC has it again. Now Baker Mazzara with it. Less than 6 minutes to go. Pass to Rice, now to Dickerson. Back out to Baker Mazzara. Wide open for 3. No good. Cooper Campbell gets a board and takes contact on the way down. And he'll draw a foul. That is on Jacob Kofi, I believe. And that will be it for him, if so. Trying to double check that here to see who this foul went against. I think they may have called it on Easter instead. They did. Jerry Easter picks up his second foul, so Kofi lives for a little bit longer. He and Dickerson both on the floor right now having 4 fouls. And he was close to that play as well. Shooting 1-1 is Cooper Campbell. And the free throw is made. Cutting it back to 3 points now as Troy hanging around, trying to cut it back to a 2-point game here with the second part of this 1-1 trip. And Cooper Campbell makes it. 58-56 USC. Rodney Rice with it with 5:40 to go. Rice looking for help. Finds a man on the far corner. It's Jerry Easter. He can't make the 3, but Dickerson gets the board, kicking out to Baker Mazzara up top, and they'll reset. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Pass to Easter again on the corner, and this time his 3 will take a friendly USC roll and go in. 61-56 now with 5:10 to go. Valdez to Dowd. And Dowd back to Valdez. Valdez upset and making it known to the official here as he brings it up. Now Dowd has it, trying to drive in. He'll take a fadeaway jumper from the Big Ten logo there in front of the free throw line. It won't go. And USC ball again, 61-56 as Rice tries to go coast to coast. And he'll draw a foul. Foul goes against Cooper Campbell. It's his 3rd. Once again, seeing something similar to what we've seen all game here as Troy gets down, goes on a run, gets it within 1 score or tied, and then they go cold. It's been 3 minutes and 20 seconds since Troy last hit a field goal. They're 0 for their last 4. With 4:43 to go, USC now at the free throw line with Rodney Rice. Rice will shoot 2 and make the first. Rice averaging 13.8 points a game, 18.7 points a game. He's just about there. He's got 17 right now with this next free throw coming, and a 6-point lead for USC. That will stay that way after the miss on the second free throw. 4:40 to go. Pass to Dowd, now Valdez on the far corner. Slightly past that three-point line. Sang back up top, now Valdez with it up. Pass to Keel on the near corner. He tries to drive in, can't find any room. And back to Valdez up top again. 5 seconds on the shot clock as Valdez underhand tosses it up there from the left side. It goes, and the foul. Valdez knocking that one home to make it 62-58. And he'll have an and one opportunity at the line again. It ends the drought from the floor for Troy. Boy, did they need it there. Free throw would make it a one-score game again if Valdez can knock it in, and he does. No problem for Valdez. He's 5 for 5 now at the free throw line. 62-59 USC with 4:10 to play. Rice's pass is a turnover. Cooper Campbell picks it up, trying to find someone to pass to in the backcourt here as he picked up his dribble and does. Dowd now with it. He gives back to Cooper Campbell. 4 minutes to go. Troy ball down 3. Campbell to Valdez. Top of the key. 3 from Valdez. No good. I think it got tipped as well as Baker Mazzara catches the air ball under the basket. Baker Mazzara now trying to drive down the lane. He was making plenty of moves. Spins around. Makes a mid-range jump shot. And it's 64-59 USC off of a foul on the make. He'll be shooting a free throw when we return. 3:42 to go. It's 64-59 USC on the Troy Sports Media Network.
The Vance Law Firm is proud to be the official injury lawyers for Troy Athletics. If you or anyone you know has been injured in an accident, just dial 333-3333. There's only one official injury lawyer for Troy Athletics. So if you need help with your car wreck, motorcycle, or big truck wreck, call the Vance Law Firm at 333-3333. The official injury lawyers for Troy Athletics.
Leadership, dedication, hard work, excellence. Words used to describe a winning team. When it comes to your health and well-being, the winning team at Troy Regional is here to provide the safest and highest quality of care. With winning teams providing emergency treatment, primary care, and special services, we want to make a difference in the lives of people who entrust their care to us. Continuing the rich tradition of delivering quality health care, Troy Regional, healthcare close to home.
At Guardian Credit Union, we believe that banking should be personal, just like the relationships we build with members. Imagine a place where you're not just a credit score, but a valued part of our community. At Guardian, our dedicated team takes the time to listen, understand, and tailor financial solutions that fit your unique needs. From buying a car to saving for college and even starting a small business, we've got you covered. Come experience the Guardian difference and let's achieve your financial goals together. Guardian Credit Union, where you belong. Federally insured by NCAA.
It takes more than ambition to make a difference. It takes something real. It takes real work, breakthroughs and push-throughs. It takes real vision that shapes leaders and real support that empowers you in all ways to spark change, to build legacies, to make a real difference. Troy University. Always real, always Troy. Troy.edu.
This is Troy head basketball coach Scott Cross, and you're listening to 107.5 FM, 1210 AM. ESPN, The Ticket, WTXK, Pike Road, Montgomery.
Gavin Baxley here. Our producer is Scott Hageman as Troy trails USC 64-59. And if they're going to put together one of those runs that we've seen throughout this one, it's got to happen soon. USC shooting a free throw here in just a moment with Chad Baker Mazzara after an impressive mid-range shot from the Auburn transfer. He'll shoot one here to try and put USC up by 6. Still plenty of time, though, with 3:42 to go. Troy has managed to hang around, but they've been chasing USC for the majority of this second half. Free throw here from Baker Mazzara is good and makes it 65-59 USC. Victor Valdez with it now. Over to Cooper Campbell. Now Dowd with it. Dowd back to Valdez again, swinging around, trying to drive in. And under some pressure, he goes up for it. Makes the shot, but they call a charge. No basket as Valdez gets called for one. And it'll give the ball back to USC. 3:22 to go. As Valdez is called for his third foul. Chad Baker Mazzara inbounding. He's arguing with the Troy staff, who's just upset about the call. Now Rodney Rice will pass over to Kofi, who drives inside, and they'll call a travel on him as he picked up the dribble there. Troy takes back possession after the call a moment ago gave it to USC. 3:12 to play now as USC leads by 6. USC putting 2 defenders in the backcourt. They'll play fairly off of them here as Carrington Keel inbounds to Cooper Campbell. Coming down to the last 3 minutes of this one. Cooper to Dowd. Now Valdez in the near corner here, trying to look for something. He'll try and drive down. He stumbles but passes. A three-pointer from Sang is off the mark. Dowd with a rebound, pass to Valdez, who pulls the three. It's off. Keel gets the board now. He's trying to go up with it. Up and under, can't make it as Dowd saves it from going out. And Troy with another chance here. Valdez now driving in. Kicks out to Keel on the far corner. He's trying to drive down the baseline, and he'll draw a foul on the floor with 2:31 to go. Boy, what a sequence there. Troy just could not get anything to hit. They're 0 for 4 on their last 4 shot attempts. That was all in this one possession as Rodney Rice got called for his second foul a moment ago. Pardon, that's his first. Carrington Keel has been scoreless here tonight, 0 for 4 from the floor. He'll attempt a free throw here and get a friendly roll to make it a 5-point game. Troy trying to take advantage of their trips to the free throw line as USC has done. Second free throw from Keel hits as well. And after all that, Troy does come away with 2 points on that possession. 65-61 USC with 2:30 left. Rodney Rice, he'll pull a three. That one's off. Goes out of bounds. USC lost possession. They tried to chase after, Jerry Easter did, but couldn't hang on to it as it trailed out. 2:20 left now. Cooper Campbell has it. Bringing it up court. Pass to Keel. Campbell to Sang. Campbell again. Driving in, floating one up. It won't go as it's slapped away. And here comes Jerry Easter from coast to coast as Victor Valdez swipes it away cleanly. Carrington Keel picks it up again. Looking for someone. Valdez pump fakes a three, drives inside and jams it in. Valdez catching air, dunking it in, and it is a 2-point game. 1:40 to play now. Rodney Rice with it for USC. Troy needs a stop with 1:30. Passes over to Kofi, who goes up and jelly rolls one in. 67-63 USC leads. Cooper Campbell getting the play call here with 1:20 left. Troy needs a bucket. Cooper to Dowd. Dowd pump fakes. He'll pass to Valdez. Valdez driving down the lane, trying to find something. He'll go up with it with the left hand, underhand. It'll go in And a timeout is called, 67-65 after that clutch bucket from Victor Valdez here in the waning moments. There's 1:06 left to go as Troy trails by just 2. They need a stop here against USC. They've struggled so far to find it. But right now, Valdez with 20 points on the night. A strong day for him so far, averaging 16. He's tied for first on the team in points, along with Thomas Dowd, who averages 16 as well. Coach Cross called the timeout, trying to come up clutch for a second game in a row here, hoping to pull one off against a USC team that has high aspirations for this season. Victor Valdez chasing down his career high. He had 23 against Kent State this year, and he's just 3 points away from that here tonight. USC will have possession as we come out from the timeout after Troy made that shot, thanks to Valdez. It's 67-65. USC inbounding here with Jerry Easter. He'll give it to Rice. Now just 1 minute to go. Troy doesn't need to foul, but they need a stop here. Rice trying to do it on his own. He's driving down. He'll step back. He'll pass instead to Easter. Now to Dickerson. Back up top. Rice again. He'll step back. Pull a 3 off the front of the rim. Thomas Dowd with the rebound. 40 seconds to go. Troy has the ball down by 2. This is it. Troy needs a bucket here to try and pull off the upset. They can tie or take the lead. Dowd has it now as it's poked away and out of bounds off Amorion Dickerson. 15 seconds to go on the shot clock. 28.2 seconds to go in the game. Valdez inbounding for Troy as USC fans trying to make as much noise as they can. He gets it to Sang here. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Valdez still has it. 10 seconds. Spinning, driving down the lane. Almost lost it. He'll step back, floated. It won't go. Chad Baker-Mazzara gets it, and he'll draw the foul with 15.8 on the clock. Boy, it was a high-effort play from Victor Valdez, but he just couldn't hit it. He's had an impressive night. Just couldn't land it there. Not quite over yet, though. Baker-Mazzara has to hit these 2 free throws to make it a 2-score game. Even if he makes 1, Troy will be down by just 3. He is shooting 2 here. The foul went against Thomas Dowd. It's his second. Baker-Mazzara with the free throw, and it misses. And Troy has a heartbeat. Baker-Mazzara will shoot his second free throw. 67-65 USC, 15.8 on the clock. His second free throw is good, and it's 68-65. Shot clock is turned off here. It's down to these last 15 seconds. Cooper Campbell with it as Troy trails by 3. 10 seconds now. Valdez. Campbell pulls one early. It is good! Cooper Campbell nails it. 7.8 to go, and we are tied. Rice has it now. 3 seconds for USC. Trying to make a play. Fade away. It is no good, and we are going to overtime. 68-68. We play on again. The cardiac Trojans of Troy continue to impress. They keep it alive. 68 apiece here. After 40 minutes, we need a little bit more. Once again, we'll head to overtime here in a tie ball game on the Troy Sports Media Network.
The city of Troy welcomes you to Troy University Trojan basketball. The city of Troy is proud to support men's basketball coach Scott Cross and the Troy University Trojans. You're always welcome in the city of Troy. And go Trojans!
When you're a Trojan, you know what it means to stand strong and work hard. When it comes to banking, you deserve that same commitment. That's where Troy Bank and Trust comes in. From checking accounts to investment accounts to loans, Troy Bank and Trust has been supporting Troy University and its students for generations. With 13 branches, we're local, dedicated, and we're just as invested in your success as you are. For every financial need along life's journey, rely on us. Today, tomorrow, and always, the only bank you'll ever need. Troy Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
It takes more than ambition to make a difference. It takes something real. It takes real work, breakthroughs and push-throughs. It takes real vision that shapes leaders and real support that empowers you in all ways to spark change, to build legacies, to make a real difference. Troy University. Always real, always Troy. Troy.edu.
Back now for overtime for the second straight game. It's the third time this season Troy has gone to OT so far, as Theo Sang will go up on the jump ball and get it. They beat Kent State in overtime. They beat San Diego State in overtime as well. Cooper Campbell has it for Troy on the first possession of OT. Campbell over to Keel. Keel bounces inside. Now Theo Sang in the paint. He goes up, but he's called for the walk first. And a turnover against Theo Sang. But Troy did what it needed to do there at the end of regulation. They've got to hold on to this for another 4:39 after the turnover. We've seen multiple times now that Troy has managed to get back into it and tie it, but then they've gone cold right after, hoping this won't be the case now in OT. Rodney Rice has it. Rice spinning around. Now he'll finally pass out to Baker Mazzara. Back up top, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Baker Mazzara drives in far from the left side. He just floats one up. It won't go, but he draws the foul. More time spent at the free throw line here tonight. This will be the 30th and 31st free throws for USC. Baker Mazzara 7 for 8 from the line so far. He makes this one. And USC takes back the lead here in the start of overtime. There's 4:21 to go, with another free throw coming for CBM. Baker Mazzara 2 for 2 from the line once again. And USC has a 2-point lead. 70-68 now with 4:15 to go in OT. Valdez to Dowd. Sang has it now. Sang to Cooper. Cooper Campbell trying to find someone. Gets Valdez again. Valdez with 10 seconds on the shot clock. He'll drive inside, loses control of it. Baker Mazzara has it, going coast to coast here, Euroing, and it's blocked by Dowd. No, sir. Troy takes it back. Campbell to Valdez, goes up and under. It will roll in and tie things back up. What a block there for Troy. Now USC quickly trying to fire back. Dickerson from the far corner. He will nail a three. Rodney Rice brought it up, immediately passed it to him, and they nailed it, 73-70. There's 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Cooper Campbell to Sang. Now over to Carrington Keel. Keel back to Cooper. Campbell stepping in, steps up, pulls a two. It won't go. In and out of the basket. And USC has possession again. Baker Mazzara slowly letting things roll here for a moment. 3 minutes to go. Passes over to Rodney Rice. Now Dickerson in the near corner. Back over to Kofi now, who's up top. Kofi with 5 seconds on the shot clock. He'll finally drive in, losing control of it. He picks it up, goes up with it, and it won't go either. 2:40 to go, Troy basketball. Down by 3 to USC. Valdez has it. Valdez to Cooper Campbell. Cooper passing to Dowd. Dowd back over again here as Sang has it. Sang drives in with just 5 seconds on the shot clock. It is blocked. Ball's on the ground here. Everybody fighting for it, and Easter picks it up. USC trying to go on a fast break, but losing control is Rice as USC keeps possession. 2 minutes left. Easter was there behind him to pick it up. Now we hit the 2 minute mark. 73-70. USC still leads with the ball. Rice trips and falls, and they call a foul instead. Referee signaling for Thomas Dowd there. He was nowhere near the foul. He definitely met Carrington Keel, hoping he'll correct that. Thomas Dowd isn't remotely close to that play. Hopefully that doesn't go against him. Although actually I say that. Carrington Keel, if he's called for it, I believe it may be his 5th instead. Waiting to see if they'll apply this. And no, I think he still says that this was on Thomas Dowd. Rodney Rice will shoot the free throws to try and put USC up by 2 scores. And yeah, it goes against Thomas Dowd. He, again, was not part of that. Rice's first free throw is good to make it a 4-point lead now for USC with 1:55 to play.
Block out, T. Come on, T.
Second free throw from Rice, good as well. It's 75-70. Troy has been outscored 7-2 here in overtime. 1:50 to go now. Troy down by 5. Again, needing a bucket. Pass to Campbell. Now Valdez with it. Valdez trying to drive in again. He'll go up with it off the glass, and it will go. Valdez continuing to excel here with 22 points. Coach Cross wanted a timeout. USC quickly had inbounded it. He was too late. Pass to Dickerson now on the near wing. He won't make the 3. Campbell gets it with a full head of steam. Coast to coast, off the glass. It will toilet bowl in. And Troy has cut it back to 1 point here. Timeout, Trojans. 1:14 now. USC leading it by 1 over Troy. They'll have the ball after the Cooper Campbell lay-in. Boy, what a job by this Troy team, though, to continue to stay in it and give it everything that they have got here with 1:14 to go. We'll keep it right here as we go through overtime. And Carrington Keel, I mentioned, thought that foul should have been on him, and he didn't get it. It is kind of fortunate for Keel as he still has 4 fouls instead of fouling out. Thomas Dowd instead, though, he has 3. We'll see if that ends up becoming a factor here later on. Again, 1:14 left to go. Victor Valdez with that bucket just a few moments ago. He now has 24 points. That's a career high for Valdez, who has excelled over the course of this California trip. And Troy started this trip a little bit rocky. Losses to LMU and CSUN. And then what will be remembered as a historic win over San Diego State. But Troy can make a little bit more history here tonight against USC, 75-74 with 1:14 left. Troy trailed with a few moments left in that second half, and then just managed to tie it up with a few moments left. Cooper Campbell hit that 3-pointer to keep the hope alive. Now in overtime after being outscored to start off 7-2. Troy's had 4 points in a row for themselves that has cut it back to just 1 point. As both teams talk things over here during this Coach Cross timeout. Troy still has one more timeout they can use. USC has 4 if they want them. With just a minute 14 left. USC has been led by Chad Baker-Mazzara throughout this one. He's got 21 points right now, and he's 9 for 10 from the free throw line. And that has been a huge part of it. 33 free throw attempts for USC. They're 24 of 33 compared to Troy, who's had enough on their own as well. They've had 23 attempts and have made 17. Again, Valdez being a big part of that as well. 5 for 5 from the line. Out from the timeout now with 1:14 left. Jerry Easter will inbound for USC as Troy tries to set up the defense. They've got 3 men here in the backcourt trying to cover them. Baker-Mazzara gets it inbounds. Over to Rodney Rice now. He brings it past half court, 1:05 left. Rice now with 1 minute on the clock. Still with the ball. He'll step in, try and pull one from the free throw line. It won't go. Troy has the ball down by 1. 50 seconds on the clock. Campbell races down to Valdez now. Back to Campbell again. Now 40 seconds. Campbell still with it. Trying to drive inside. Pass to Valdez. He'll pull a 3. It is no good. Keel manages to come away with it for a moment, but it's ripped away and USC has it. Thomas Dowd fouls Rodney Rice on the floor. It'll be Dowd's 4th foul. Boy, it looked good from Valdez, and it just didn't stay in favor of Troy. 30.9 seconds on the clock now, and Rodney Rice will be shooting 2. USC does lead by 1 for the time being. They haven't made a field goal in their last 3 minutes, but they may not need to with free throws upcoming. Rice 7 for 9 here tonight from the line. Entered as a 73% shooter. First free throw from Rice will go and give USC a 2-point advantage. Big free throw coming up here to decide what Troy really needs on this next possession. Second free throw in the dead silent Galen Center is good. And it's 77-74 USC. Crowd on their feet again. 25 seconds. Cooper Campbell has it. Pass inside to Sang. He'll go up for 2. It'll roll in. Timeout Troy with 19.9 seconds on the clock. And it's a 1-point game again. Troy realizing they didn't have to have a 3 in that moment, especially when you've got a wide open man in Theo Sang, who's nearly automatic from under the basket. He lays it in, puts it back down to 1 score, or 1 point that is. And it's 77-76. Troy will have to foul here when USC inbounds. There will be no shot clock at this point with just the 19 seconds. And you got to be a little bit picky about who fouls as well. Keel, Dowd, and Sang all with 4 fouls again here for USC. Amari Dickerson, Jacob Kofi both have 4. Of course, I don't imagine they're planning on fouling here if they've got this 1-point lead of 77-76. Now they continue to duke it out here in what will be another historic game if Troy can pull away with a win here. But they've got some work still to do, down by 1 in a battle of Trojans. Buzzer sounds coming out from the timeout here. USC has to inbound. Troy will obviously put a lot of pressure on that as well. Try and steal it away first if they can. Then they'll have to foul if they can't take it away. Amarion Dickerson will inbound for USC. Dickerson looking for someone, finds Baker Mazzara. Keel doesn't want to foul him. Instead, they go to Rodney Rice. Now Valdez will foul. And with 13.9 seconds, Rice will go to the line. Well, you're really not having a great choice of players there between Rodney Rice and Chad Baker Mazzara. They've missed a combined 3 free throws out of the 21 shot between the two. Rice 9 for 11, Baker Mazzara 9 for 10. And Rice shooting 2. He will miss the first. And Troy again has an opportunity here. At worst, it'll be a 2-point game if he makes this one. If he misses, Troy obviously needs to get that rebound. Now Rice on his second free throw attempt, trying to make it a 2-point game, and he will. 78-76. 13 seconds on the clock. Cooper Campbell racing down the floor. There's Valdez, who almost loses it. Now Sang. 7 seconds. Sang drives in, goes up, and easily lays it in to tie things up. 78 apiece again. 5 seconds on the clock. USC with a chance now. Kofi with it. Baker Mazzara. He'll pull a long shot. It is no good. And deja vu for you, folks. We are going to double overtime for the second game in a row. Troy continues to fight against USC. It is 78-78, heading towards double overtime on the Troy Sports Media Network.
At Guardian Credit Union, we believe that banking should be personal, just like the relationships we build with members. Imagine a place where you're not just a credit score, but a valued part of our community. At Guardian, our dedicated team takes the time to listen, understand, and tailor financial solutions that fit your unique needs. From buying a car to saving for college and even starting a small business, we've got you covered. Come experience the Guardian difference and let's achieve your financial goals together. Guardian Credit Union, where you belong. Federally insured by NCAA.
Get ready to hoop it up with Troy men's and women's basketball at Trojan Arena this season. The men's team looks to defend their Sun Belt championship, while the women's team plans to build upon their run to the WNIT championship game last year. Combined season tickets start at $115 for all Troy men's and women's basketball home games. Get your tickets now at TroyTrojans.com/tickets. And join us all season long in Trojan Arena. At Trojan Arena all season long and help cheer on the Trojans.
78-78, we play on once again. Boy, you can't ask for more excitement than this over the last few days. I mean, just 2 days ago, we saw this same thing going to double overtime between Troy and San Diego State, although in that case, San Diego State just wouldn't go away as Troy felt like they had it. In this case, it's been Troy who's been pesky towards USC as they've trailed at some point in the last 10 seconds of regulation and the first overtime. And now they, off another late bucket, have tied it up to give us another 5 minutes of basketball here in double overtime for the second time in a row. Just unreal. This is the stuff they put in storybooks, folks. Troy coming back out onto the floor now. USC will as well. On the floor to start double OT for Troy. Carrington Keel, Theo Sang, Victor Valdez, Cooper Campbell, and Thomas Dowd. For USC, it's Kofi, Baker Mazzara, Dickerson, Rice, and Easter. Theo Sang going up against Kofi again. And this time USC will win the jump ball. Rodney Rice has it to start double OT. Passing out, it is stolen away though. Picked off by Valdez. Bounce pass to Sang, who goes up and under. He won't make it, but he draws the foul. Theo Sang heading to the line to try and give Troy a lead here with 4:46 left in OT. Rodney Rice is called for the foul. It's his second. Sang shooting 2 free throws for Troy. Misses the first off the back iron. Of the 5 people on the floor right now for Troy, 4 of them have 4 fouls. Keel, Dowd, Valdez, and Sang. They've got to be extra careful here the rest of the way as Sang knocks through the second. USC right now, Dickerson and Kofi still have 4 as well, as Troy leads at 79-78 with 4:40 to go. Trying to drive inside here is Kofi, and he won't make it. Troy with it. Theo Sang coming down the court, and he's fouled at about the half-court line here. I believe Kofi is called for it. That'll be his 5th foul, and Kofi will have to exit. He finishes the night with just 2 points for USC. Theo Sang again at the line after just shooting free throws a moment ago. Went 1 for 2 there. He's 2 for 4 on the night. Trying to extend this 1-point lead, and he makes the front end. 80-78 now. There's 4:31 on the clock. Second free throw from Sang will not go, and it's a 2-point lead for Troy. USC coming back up the court. Dickerson with it over to Baker Mazzara. CBM getting the call, driving in from the right side. He'll back out though. Looking for someone to go to. Looping around, going through the paint, and he'll hook shot one in to tie it back up. 80-80 now. Campbell with it. Cooper passes to Valdez. 4 minutes to go. Valdez now spinning, driving inside. Right hand down the right lane, and it won't go through. USC was able to pick it up off the floor. Jerry Easter did that. And they have possession in a tie ball game. 3:40 now. Baker Mazzara directing traffic off a screen. He'll back off and pass away. Driving inside now. Another pass. This one goes to Asar, who goes up and jams it in. 82-80. USC now leads. Cooper Campbell with it after getting the call. Pass to Dowd, who pump fakes a 3. He'll give to Valdez. Valdez now looks inside. Keel was racing down the paint, but couldn't corral it. Jerry Easter with it after the turnover. Now Baker Mazzara again. We're 2 minutes into double overtime. 3 to go here. 82-80, USC leads. Baker Mazzara trying to find something. Step back. He'll pull a jumper from the free throw line that goes for 2. And it's 84-80 as Chad Baker Mazzara continues to be the biggest threat to this Troy team. He's got 25 now. Cooper Campbell with it, driving inside, going under, and it won't go, but he does again draw the foul. And just about every time someone has missed, they've been able to have a trip to the free throw line. Theo Sang has had 2 trips here in double OT. He's 2 for 4. Now Cooper Campbell gets his turn at it. Shooting 2, trailing by 4. There's 2 minutes, 35 seconds to go. Cooper Campbell, first free throw is good. I'll tell you, at shoot around earlier this morning, after everyone had broken their meeting after the shoot around, Campbell grabbed the ball, and all he did for the next 15 minutes before everyone left was shoot free throws. He made the second as well. 84-82 now. Chad Baker Mazzara with it. Up by 2 for USC. 2:30 to go. CBM letting clock roll for a moment. Now he'll run a play with 2:18. He'll try and float one up on his own. Goodness gracious. He just one-arm pushed it from the free throw line, and it still went in. 2:10 to go. 4-point lead for USC. Cooper Campbell now spinning over to Dowd. Dowd pulls a long 3 that banks in. It is good. Boy, it was contested. It was long. It still went off the backboard, and it's 86-85 USC over Troy still. 1:45 left. Baker Mazzara contemplating, waiting for a play here. Looking for something. Now 5 seconds on the shot clock, 1:30 to go. Baker Mazzara will not pass. He'll step back, pull a three, and that is good as well. And they're going to call that a two. He stepped on the line. It's a 2-point shot instead, which certainly helps Troy out, as it's 88-85. Baker Mazzara had stepped up, and then he took a step back, but he allegedly did not go far enough. And for the moment, it's 88-85 with 1:26 to play in double OT. They are going to take a second look at this to see if it was a three or not. And this is a big review here. They do confirm it's a 2-point shot for Baker Mazzara, who is as hot as you can be right now. 29 points for the graduate, Baker Mazzara. Coming from Auburn, now to USC, trying to make his impact here in LA, and he certainly has tonight. 1:26 left now, and it's a 3-point game, 88-85. Troy still trails. Troy has gone into the last minute of each period so far, having to find a way to tie it just to extend the game. They may be heading towards that position again here, as Keel rolls it to Campbell to preserve a little bit of time. Campbell now with it over to Valdez. Back to Cooper again. Valdez once more. He'll now drive in, pass to Dowd. From the corner, that three is no good. Valdez tried to poke it. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Baker Mazzara, Troy basketball. Fortunate for the Trojans of Troy right there, as that would have been a pretty tough spot to come out of if USC had gotten that board already up by 3. Valdez now trying to get it in. He finds Cooper Campbell with 1:10 on the clock. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Campbell floats one. Theo Sang under the basket. He'll put it up and in. And Troy trails by 1 again. 1 minute to go in double overtime. Chad Baker Mazzara again. He's been lights out in OT. It's all been him in recent moments. 45 seconds as he tries to dribble away some time. 40 now. He has not passed the ball yet. Baker Mazzara driving again. Now he'll dish it. A pass to Dickerson. He goes up and can't slam it in, but draws a foul. He'll go to the line. 35.5 seconds on the clock here, as Amarion Dickerson is now shooting 2 free throws. He has only shot 2 so far tonight. He's 1 for 2. Austin Cross coming into the game for the Trojans after Victor Valdez just fouled out. Or pardon, yes, Victor Valdez did just foul out. Valdez finishes with 24 points, 5 rebounds, as Amarion Dickerson makes the first free throw. Again, foul trouble a problem here for Troy. 5 for Valdez as he steps off. Theo Sang, Carrington Keel, Jarrell Bellamy, and Thomas Dowd all have 4 each. Dickerson's second free throw won't hit. 2-point game. 33 seconds left. Troy has the ball. 89-87. Now less than 30. Cooper fakes a 3. Now over to Dowd. Dowd trying to drive in. Fadeaway jumper is good, and we are tied again. Thomas Dowd clutching up for the Trojans of Troy. 89 apiece with 22.1. Timeout, Troy. Unbelievable. You couldn't ask for a better game than what we've seen here in this overtime period. The fight from this Troy team over the last 3 days has been unreal. Dowd now with 15, as it's 89-89 with 22.1 on the clock. after the timeout was called. Troy has none remaining here. USC still has 4. Shot clock is off, so it's really up to USC here if they want to try and take the lead in the last moments, if they can. You have to imagine they'll go to Baker Mazzara here, who has 29 points. A lot of those have been in overtime here. He has essentially been doing it by himself for some time now. Back out on the court now. Amarion Dickerson inbounding for USC. Full court press for Troy. They get it to Baker Mazzara. 20 seconds as Troy tries to trap. Now Rodney Rice will bring it up. 15 seconds. Baker Mazzara gets it across half court. This will be it unless we go to another OT. Baker Mazzara now. 7 seconds. 6, 5. Spinning away. He's got a chance at it. Going up for it. He'll try and put it in. It won't go. Still won't go. And we play on. There were multiple efforts for it, but Troy stands strong, and it is still 89-89, all tied up. We head to the third overtime of this ball game on the Troy Sports Media Network.
When you're a Trojan, you know what it means to stand strong and work hard. When it comes to banking, you deserve that same commitment. That's where Troy Bank and Trust comes in. From checking accounts to investment accounts to loans, Troy Bank and Trust has been supporting Troy University and its students for generations. With 13 branches, we're local, dedicated, and we're just as invested in your success as you are. For every financial need along life's journey, rely on us. Today, tomorrow, and always, the only bank you'll ever need. Troy Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It takes more than ambition to make a difference. It takes something real. It takes real work, breakthroughs and push-throughs. It takes real vision that shapes leaders and real support that empowers you in all ways to spark change, to build legacies, to make a real difference. Troy University. Always real, always Troy. Troy.edu.
Well, would you believe it if I told you we were still playing basketball here tonight? It is 9:50 local time. We're heading into third OT. Bonus basketball to the max here. We've almost played an entire extra half, as we'll get to 15 extra minutes by the end of this. Both teams back out on the court once again. Sang going up against Asar here as we get ready for triple OT. On the floor for Troy, Carrington Keel, Thomas Dowd, Cooper Campbell, Theo Sang, and Austin Cross. And it's Rodney Rice along with Asar, Dickerson, Marsh, and Easter for USC. Whistle blown. We play for 5 more minutes. Let's see what happens. Theo Sang goes up, and he was the one to knock it away, was Sang, but USC still comes away with possession. Rodney Rice passes to Asar. Now his pass to an open Dickerson on the near wing. He won't make a 3. Ball goes out of bounds, and it's Troy possession. 4:44 left to go. Troy basketball now. Cooper Campbell has a wide open look here from the top of the key, bottom. Troy has the lead. Boy, he didn't have to pass to anyone. Everybody backed off of him. And he said, if you're going to test me, I'm going to score an A. Makes it through. USC tries to come through now and can't get anything from under the rim. It was Asar who went for it. Now Troy races back down the court. Cooper Campbell with a heat check. It's good, too. Back-to-back threes from Cooper Campbell, and Troy has a 6-point lead over USC. Timeout. Unbelievable. Cooper Campbell in the clutch again. He's got 28 now tonight. He has been lights out in overtime for Troy. 95-89 with 4:11 to go now in the third OT between Troy and USC. Finding a way here. Cooper Campbell with a double-double as well. He got the rebound off of that miss moments ago. That was his 10th rebound. And he's got 28. Theo Sang has 20. Thomas Dowd with 15 as well. Trying to keep everyone on the court, though, as well. I imagine we'll have some people fouling out here in this period with 3 guys on the floor with 4 fouls for Troy. For USC, Dickerson still on the floor as well. He's got 4 for himself. This is just remarkable. 5 overtime periods over the last 3 days for this Troy team, by the way. Also went to OT against Kent State. Won that one in the season opener. Troy has had to chase USC down through each period. And finally, to start off OT, Troy takes a commanding lead instead of USC. They lead by 6 now as USC has possession. Rodney Rice with it. He'll pass over to Dickerson. Dickerson tries to drive inside, going with the right hand. It won't go, but Asar with the putback will put it in. First 2 points here for USC in triple OT. Whistles are blown here for a moment. There may have been a foul at some point. I'm not really sure. No, it was a warning against USC. I guess they were up there on the bench. They've had a couple times where they've gotten up too many times or had too many people standing. It's 95-91 Troy. 3:45 to go. Cooper Campbell drives inside. Going up with it. Contested. It'll go in. And the foul. Have yourself a night, Cooper Campbell. He's got 30, and he wants one more here with the and one upcoming. 97-91 Troy. 3:46 to go. Cooper Campbell in the clutch, trying to knock through this free throw. It will go off the front, but it remains a 6-point lead for Troy with 3:44 to play. Dickerson with it over to the far corner, that is. Baker Mazzara misses a 3, and Theo Sang gets the rebound. Troy has it again. Carrington Keel now with 3:30 to go. Cooper Campbell with the ball again, driving inside. Can he do it once more with the left hand? He'll miss. Had too much on the glass. Now a football pass there to Asar down the court. He won't make a layup there, but Austin Cross is called for a foul. I believe it was Austin Cross, at least. He was in the area waiting to confirm that. With plenty of people in foul trouble. Austin Cross is not one of them. They're going to talk about this. No, they called this a flagrant foul. They're going to review this. While they do, we'll take a pause for station identification.
This is Troy head basketball coach Scott Cross, and you're listening to 107.5 FM, 1210 AM. ESPN, The Ticket, WTXK, Pike Road, Montgomery.
Gavin Baxley along with our producer Scott Hageman, who we appreciate so much as he is continuing to stay up late out at the studio. It's 10 p.m. here. We're closing in on midnight back in Troy. 6-point lead for Troy, 97-91, as they review what was called a flagrant foul against Austin Cross. And they confirm it. This is a brutal foul against Troy here, as they call it against Austin Cross. It'll be 2 free throws now for USC, along with possession of it. Coach Cross wanted an explanation, went and talked with the official. I don't think he got the answer he wanted. They're still discussing this, by the way. You can hear the displeasure with our crowd mic right next to the coaching staff for Troy. And I got to tell you, I don't know if that was the best flagrant one that I've seen. Nonetheless, shooting 2 free throws here is Asar. All by himself at the free throw line. No one lined up, as USC will have possession after this. It's 97-92 after Asar makes the first free throw. This is big as well when you trail by 6. This will easily help USC get back in this in the latter moments. He makes both of them. USC will have possession now, down by 4. 3 minutes, 17 seconds to go now on what initially was thought to be a common foul. The referees felt it was flagrant worthy. So USC will inbound from the baseline under the basket. They give it to Baker Mazzara. He pulls a 3 from the near corner. It's no good. Cooper Campbell gets it, and they don't take advantage of the flagrant 1 opportunity. Keel with it to Cross. Now Cooper Campbell has it. Cooper with 3 minutes to go now. Cooper to Cross again. He'll try and drive inside. Looking for help. Has Cross again. Cross now driving with the left hand. He can't get it to go off the glass. Foul is called, though. I believe it was on the shot. It may have been on the rebound. It goes against Asar. It's his 4th. 97-93. It is called on the rebound off Asar. Cooper Campbell missed from under the basket. And Dowd now will shoot 2. First free throw from Thomas Dowd. In and out. Devastatingly close to going in. 2:50 left. Troy trying to extend a 4-point lead. One more free throw here for Dowd, who's now 3 for 5 from the line. Second free throw is successful. 5-point lead for Troy. 2 minutes, 45 seconds left to go. Rice with it. He'll pass to Asar in the paint. He'll try and go up with it and makes the shot. Foul is called against Theo Sang with 2:38 left. USC down by 3 with an and 1 coming. They're starting to hang around here, and with 5 fouls, that'll be it for Theo Sang. He will foul out. Tough for Troy. That's one of the big men here in a matchup where you're already a little bit over or outsized. Sang will have to exit. Gerald Bellamy will come in, as they're in need of someone with some height here. That'll end Theo Sang's day with 20 points, 8 rebounds. 1 free throw coming here for Ezra Asar. And he will miss it. Troy scrambling for the rebound. They do come away with it. Carrington Keel picked it up off the floor. 98-95, 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Troy still leading, trying to keep it. Campbell passes to Dowd. He goes inside. Got it! And the foul! Thomas Dowd showing the strength, the physicality, and he gives Troy a 5-point lead with 1 more coming here at the line. Troy is executing when they need it. Thomas Dowd puts Troy at 100 points for the 2nd game in a row. They've crossed triple digits. And now they lead by 5. 1 more free throw here for Thomas Dowd on the and 1. 18 points so far for Dowd. Troy's crossed over 100 4 times this year. Kent State, Pensacola Christian, San Diego State, and now today against USC. He makes the free throw. It's a 6-point lead for Troy. 101-95. 2:15 to go. Brownwell will pull a long 3. It is no good. And a whistle is blown on the rebound against Troy. To see who this one went against. And it's Carrington Keel. Keel will now foul out. Another man for Troy with some size, who's going to have to come out. Keel was called for it on the rebound effort. Chad Baker-Mazzara now shooting 2 for USC. He makes the first. Baker-Mazzara has only missed 1 free throw so far, 10 for 11. One more coming. He drills that one as well. 4-point game now, 101-97. Cooper Campbell will bring it up with just over 2 minutes to go. Campbell with it. He'll pass top of the key, down for 3. That one off the back of the iron. Bellamy falls trying to get it, but Cooper Campbell is there to pick it up. 1:50 to go now. 12 seconds on the shot clock for Troy. Cooper Campbell still with possession, looking for something. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Goes up with it, draws a foul under the basket. USC fans are upset about it, but they've gotten plenty for them as well. Cooper Campbell couldn't connect from under the basket, but he will head to the free throw line again. Up by 4. 1 minute, 43 seconds to go. This time it goes against Jaden Brownell, the 6'10" forward. Campbell shooting 2. 2 that matter quite a bit. He makes the first. 5-point lead now after Campbell makes the front end. Trying to stay clutch for Troy. He does with back-to-back free throw makes here. He's got 32 points now for Troy. USC now coming up court. They draw a foul as well. It was called on the floor. Rodney Rice now will shoot free throws. Folks, I don't know that I've seen this many free throws in a game before. USC now shooting their 45th and then 46th free throw attempts. Rice makes the first. Troy has had 35 attempts for themselves as well. 103-98 after Rice makes the first. There's a minute 37 to go in triple overtime. Rice makes the second free throw as well. And Troy trying to inbound as they face pressure full court. They lose control of it. USC with possession. Baker-Mazzara drills a 3, and it's a 1-point game again. 1 minute 25 to go after a quick turnover and a 3 from Baker-Mazzara. Troy trying to hold on here. 1:15 to go. Cooper Campbell trying to find help. Down to 10 seconds on the shot clock. He'll drive inside. Tries to pass. It goes out of bounds in favor of USC. Troy, everyone on the floor saying they need to review this. We'll see if they do. USC's player is clapping for it, and Coach Scott Cross says he wants him to take a look. He was waiting for the officials to do it themselves, but the officials say you have to challenge here if you want us to look at it, and he does. It's 103-102. This is a tremendously important review right here. Troy would regain possession, be able to run off a little bit more clock, have a chance to extend what is just now a 1-point lead over USC. They're taking a look at it. Wish we had a replay on the board. We do not. So we'll have to just wait for the call here. But Cooper Campbell was the one who went up for it. Tried to pass to Bellamy under the basket, and that's when it was knocked out of bounds, at least for the moment, off Troy. We'll see if that stands. Worth noting that Cooper Campbell now also has 4 fouls for Troy. So again, more trouble for the Trojans of Troy in the foul department. Dowd and Bellamy on the floor also have 4. USC hoping that they can take advantage of what they think is a turnover from Troy and be able to take back the lead. Troy has led the entirety of this overtime period, the third overtime, that is. But it only matters when the buzzer sounds at the end. Baker Mazzara had that 3-point shot off of a turnover. The steal was by Jerry Easter there on the full court press, and it pays off. Coming back from the replay here, it's looking like it's going to go in favor of Troy. And the officials do say so. So Troy will have possession here, inbounding from the baseline nearest the Troy bench with 1 minute, 5 seconds to go. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Troy's going to have to come up with something quick here. This is a big possession for Troy. Javen Colbert will inbound. Everyone lined up. Whistle blown. Well, maybe not. Thought we were about to resume. They had to have one more discussion here. Coach Cross does get that challenge back, by the way. He still has one timeout. Colbert needing to inbound, running out of time, lobs one to Bellamy, who loses it, but Cooper Campbell is there. He goes back up, 5 seconds. Bellamy now will pull a contested 3, it's good! Gerald Bellamy knocks one down. Can you believe it? 106-102, USC ball. Baker Mazzara has it for USC. They need a bucket now. Easter with it. Pass inside. Rodney Rice will cruise in to put one off the glass. And it's 106-104 after the 2 points for USC. Full court press from USC. Thomas Dowd in trouble in the corner. Needs help. Passes to Cooper Campbell. Austin Cross with it now. 35 seconds on the clock. He lobs one to Dowd, who one hand catches it. And everything slows down for the moment. 30 seconds to go now. Up by 2 for Troy. Cooper Campbell, now 10 seconds on the shot clock. He drives inside, under pressure. Passes to Colbert, the freshman. Over to Bellamy, who goes up. It's blocked. 15 seconds left. Shot clock is off. Baker Mazzara, coast to coast, goes up. He can't lay it in. Austin Cross picks it up. Gerald Bellamy tried to pass it to him. Rodney Rice saves. Now Marsh with 1 second. He pulls a 3. It's good. USC with a buzzer beater 3 to beat Troy. USC wins it at the last moment. They will review it, but I think he got it. Troy had forced the stop, and then they threw it far down the court to Gerald Bellamy, and the pass was a little bit off kilter, stolen away by Rodney Rice. And they confirm the basket is good, and it is over. USC escapes Troy in triple overtime, 107-106. We'll take a break. When we come back, the Power T Courtside post-game show in a 107-106 triple overtime final in favor of USC on the Troy Sports Media Network.
When you need tickets for your next event, find your seats at ticketsforless.com. Whether you need tickets to catch the Trojans in action or other sports, concert, or theater tickets, Tickets for Less is your home for the best selection of tickets with no service fees. Plus, save big on any order at ticketsforless.com or in the free Tickets for Less app when you use promo code TROY